Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to BTG, and here we are on another watch-along. It is a watch-along. It is Cadiz CF versus Leicester City, and I've got a weird background today. Yes, if you have missed the news, Leicester City are linked. Well, not linked, but there is a rumor going around, reported by Sky Sports News, that there is an unnamed Middle Eastern firm interested in purchasing Leicester City. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, of course. We'll be joined by Neil and Steve as well. I think maybe even Doc very soon, hopefully. But yeah, here we are. What's this I've just seen? There we go. Yeah. So get your comments in. Let me know what you think to the news, the rumor doing the rounds. Obviously, let me know what you think to the starting 11. I'm going to bring that up in a second so we can have a look at that. And yeah, let's get into it. Some comments already. Time to rebrand to Saudi tinted foxes. Absolutely. Is he ever on time? No, I'm not. Here is Steve. Steve, what's good? Steve was late.
I was late, was I? Oh, yeah. It's not because you sent the same link for both of the fucking chats, you moron.
Steve was late.
Yeah.
What have I just read here? Someone just... Man City, breaking news, Man City beat Liverpool to Darren Motsey signing. There you go. Darren Motsey is going to Manchester City. All right, Steve. We've got a minute until the game starts, but I wanted to just get your thoughts on the news. Saudi, well, no, we don't know it's Saudi, do we? It could be anyone. But rumors that there is an unnamed Middle Eastern firm interested in buying Leicester City. What are your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, it's sorry. For some reason, is there any way I can mute this stream? Because it's driving me insane just hearing Owen talking whilst I'm trying to talk to you guys at the same time.
I don't know if you can mute it, to be honest.
No, yeah, I'm going to close it down for a second. Anyway.
Oh, no, I've muted it.
Oh, I've just closed it now. Fuck's sake. Yeah, look. I think everyone knows my views in regards to Middle Eastern ownership. I think it's one of those things where, depending on who takes over, most people have skeletons in your closet. There's no ethically sort of clean billionaire in the world, is there? Let's be honest. But I guess watch this space. A new owner compared to top will be good. Don't get me wrong. But there are some people saying there, you know what? Oh, be careful what you wish for. Well, would you want financial mismanagement in League One football? Because we're already here. So, you know, it can't be any worse than this, can it? So, yeah, wait and see. I'm being a bit cautious with it all because, yeah, it is what it is. But look, we're all morally changeable when it comes to our football club at times, aren't we? Let's be honest. You know, we've all say we're going to do one thing and we don't do the other. So who the fuck knows?
Just enjoying myself sipping from this Leicester City club shop tumbler here, whatever you call it.
King Power FC is locked at the moment, that's for sure.
Neil, the game has started. I'll get the timer sorted. No, it hasn't started. It's about to start. I'll get the timer up and ready. But yeah, Neil, your thoughts, mate, on the news that there is an unnamed Middle Eastern firm interested in buying Leicester. But I think the more important part of it, Neil, is that King Power are speaking with who are they? Citigroup. Citigroup, is that what they're called? Regarding putting the club on the market.
Evening, lads. Well, look who's come crawling back. It's only Anil, and I've only turned up because of this fantastic news that we've heard. I think around the Christmas period, you asked me, Lux. You said to me, Anil, what is like your New Year's resolution? If you could have anything for Leicester, what would you have? And I said the club was sold to some of our owners. So I am super excited. But I think Steve, the wise man that he is, has said it there. You do obviously have to be careful. I have to be honest with you. I'm actually quite fearful if it goes to a Middle Eastern consortium, but actually for different reasons. Obviously, there's a whole sports washing thing. But I mean, let's be honest. Leicester City is a sports washing project from a very dodgy far East Asian consortium that was backed by a military junta to get into power, if you're being honest, right? The reason I'm actually a bit more concerned is because people in the Middle East, they have so much money that their playthings, they're very happy to just pick them up and throw them away. And the best example I can give of that is Live Golf, LIV Golf, you know that. So a few years ago with Greg Norman, they put a ridiculous amount of money to try and essentially own the golfing world. They've huge contracts, and they've now called it off just a couple of years into its inception. And that just proves you that, like, you know, there are now pros who'd signed deals and they're like, oh, can I go back to the PGA? And the PGA is like, oh, look who's come crawling back, a bit like me. Like, you know, now you want to get in here. So that worries me. I would far prefer it if it was a kind of like local consortium or something like that. But look, I've always said that, like, obviously we'll support the club through thick and thin, apart from me, he doesn't when they make morally questionable decisions. But no, for me, like, the thing that I cannot stand about King Power always has been the lack of communication. Like, even now this summer, I feel two huge things. One, there's been no real apology for actually this mess that we're in. Not even like, guys, all it needs is someone to, like, if I made a mistake to one of you guys, I just come on and say, look guys, I made a boo-boo, right? I'm going to try everything I can to put it right, but mea culpa. They've never done that. And the second thing, even now, we find out about this news, but we find out about this news for a third party. Now, luckily, it's a very trustworthy. You know, someone was saying, "Oh, has someone asked the Financial Times to see if they're legit?" It's like, come on, guys, like, you know, it doesn't really get much more tier one news than that. Yeah, so I've gone on a rant there, Lux, as per always. But there you go. So I don't know. As you say, I just wish that whoever comes in, I really just want them to communicate with the fans and bring us along with the journey. Like, that's the thing that I cannot believe King Power didn't understand this, especially with all the goodwill that they built in the bank. All they needed to do was just say, like, come along with me for the journey. And everyone be like, Toppy's a lad, isn't he? Sometimes he gambles it away and he blows 35 million on Samari and he's crap. But he gave us that title, didn't he? But them acting like this sort of, like, you know, you're peasants and you're not allowed to get involved. I'm sure we'll do a post-mortem when we get to it. But, you know what I was going to say? I don't think, you know, how long do you think it will take for the club to be sold? I don't think it'll be a quick one, in my opinion. I think it'll drag on for a full 12 months minimum. Yeah,
and if they do drag it on, like, you know, say if they start the procedure now, well, we're not having a transfer window, are we? Because it takes too long to get sorted out. And then you go into January, and at that point, you're really hoping that we're in a position where we're battling for the top of the league anyway. But you are right, Anil. I think that the fact they haven't come out since the relegation, really, to be like, hey guys, you know, because they did say, they've told people that they plan to come out and communicate with the fans better. Well, what has it been? We've not heard anything. We've not heard any sort of anything in place for the future. You know, they're just going, here's Russell Martin, McCarron's doing his job, which is, you know, amazing, really, how you get somebody who's competent to do a job. You can sell players and get players out the door. But you know, there's been nothing, and that is shocking. That they've just been like, well, bury your heads. If we win a few games in League One, they'll forget about it anyway, and off they go. So, yeah, it's a real shame.
Shadow Ice, who's probably chatting shit, but I'll just read the comment out just in case it's right. It's what that's kind of what Jack does on X, isn't it? He tweets things just in case they're right. Final whistle. No, I'm joking. He says Qatari businessman. My neighbor told me. So there you go. I mean, look,
I do have to say Qatar have been linked with a long time with buying a club in the Premier League or Championship. I don't know why they'd go to League One though. I'll be honest with you, like, people joking there, Elon Musk. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but this is a disaster for a club right now. The way you'd have to pitch it is that, like, oh, it's a fixer-upper, like, you know, it's got very good long-term potential. But there is the key word, right? And the problem is that you're missing out on revenue a lot, because it's such a massive fumble by this organization. Because the thing is, now you're looking at the teams in the top, right? And now you're getting teams like Palace, Villa are winning European trophies, you know, West Ham, European trophies, and they're accumulating squad worths of like up to, you know, 500 million. Some of these squads will be worth. So now that means that any team that's trying to get in there, your barrier to entry is ridiculous. So you're going to have to buy this club, pay off all the debt, bring the fans all on side. Then it's going to take you 2 seasons minimum to get to the Premier League. Oh, yeah, maybe when you get there, you'll have a fantastic academy and everything like that. But, you know, someone who's looking to make money as well, I mean, I don't think it's going to be too appealing. So I think you're going to have to get your expectations in line, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I will just put it out there in case there is some Qatari or Saudi businessman who is watching blue tinted glasses this evening for a preseason friendly against Cadiz. I am open to all of your money. So whatever if you want to sports wash me, please do.
And he means that in both sense. He doesn't mean that in just footballing sense. He just means like cover me in your sports washing.
Just put me in a bath of your cash, please. But yeah, and for one more time, here you go. Here's my new background. That'll do. Yeah. But anyway, so we are underway, as you can tell by the clock on the right-hand side of your screen. Sorry, at the bottom of the screen. I'll bring some comments up in a second as well, but I will also just quickly show you guys the lineup for this. For the start of this game, anyway. Captain Badealuko, interesting. I haven't got the lineup here. I'll read it to you.
No,
I can tell you. McCarthy in goal, Aluko, Suter, Woutfast and Ali, Neil and Hamza Chowdhury, Evans, Carr, Hutchinson and Chaplin.
There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Connor Chaplin's first game for Leicester. Wearing the number 8, which I think that might just be his number. You never know from pre. What a challenge that is. Who was that? Was that Lorenz Hutchinson? Wow, Lorenz Hutchinson. What a challenge that was. Hamza giving the ball away. Shock. Here's the lineup. I've got it on screen now. Yeah, Badealuko captain the side. McCarthy behind him, obviously. Fass, Suter and Mursad Ali. Carr, Evans, Chowdhury, Neil, Hutchinson and Chaplin. There you go. So is Chaplin playing as a centre forward? Is he playing striker?
Let's keep an eye on it.
No, he looks like he's playing behind the striker.
Yeah.
So is Jake Evans the striker?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it is right now. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be.
Yeah, 35 is Jakey boy. Yeah.
Yeah, Carr and Hutchinson as the wide players. Yeah. Have they put this? In what fucking order have they put this bloody lineup? Like, what is this?
It's Leicester, mate. They're incompetent.
Yeah.
Have you seen how they handled the fucking tickets recently? They're fucking incompetent.
Yeah.
Just don't go hospitality, guys, and then post it on social media. All right, just don't do that. That's silly.
Yeah.
Have we been in pre-season otherwise? Because I've only been watching the YouTube highlights, and obviously that can. I mean, that can make
Bristol Rovers was dog shit, like genuinely dog shit. We played quite well against Burton Albion, but that's mainly because I think we are levels above them already. They're quite low budget in League One, so I think we'll be fine with them.
Cadiz, are they La Liga or are they the league below?
I think second division.
Yeah, Segunda division. Yeah.
Do you reckon that division's worse or better than League One?
Worse.
It's got to be. What?
Oh no, sorry, League One. Like, forget we're not in the Championship anymore. Yeah, no, it's better than League One for sure.
Yeah. So
it's one of these weird ones where the teams towards the top are still probably quite good, but the teams towards the bottom are. Yeah.
Cadiz must be towards the top, right?
Yeah.
It's been a. I mean, the pitch is dog shit. We've not really got going, but I've seen a few little bits here that showed.
Who are we playing?
High energy. Cadiz.
Cadiz nuts fit in your mouth.
So set up for that one.
Your Royal Highness of Saudi Arabia, I apologise for my colleague Steve's behaviour there. Please.
We don't put nuts in mouths. We
are all straight.
We're not journalists. Don't chop us up, allegedly.
Now they're definitely not invested.
Oh no, what a
Harry
giveaway.
Suter gives the ball away. Ball across.
God, wait. Oh, is that a pen?
No.
What's happened there?
Wait, what? Is he
Offside?
dead?
Oh, he's saying you dived, I think. I don't know.
Oh.
By the way, this guy looks like a barman in an all-inclusive hotel.
Please.
He looks like a staff uniform. He's wearing the staff uniform. What the fuck?
Allison, I love you.
Is it just a coincidence that this comes out a week after I mean, yeah, I don't think there's really any link there, to be honest.
City Group is like the people who own Citibank, that conglomerate of companies, like massively involved in the financial world. So it's kind of funny seeing that article because that is basically the equivalent of like taking out an advert on putting on eBay or something like that, saying for sale, one League One club, brackets, formerly Premier League, brackets, formerly Championship. Price on asking.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah, I think it was a dive.
Just quickly, that clip there though does show you that. I mean, people who want Suter to stay, you won't fit Martin's system at all. Just got caught massively upfield and is having to rely on our version of Jed Spence, Badialuko to get back and try and bail him out.
It's just going to be the case of getting as much as we can, right, for Harry Suter.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll want to go, obviously. So
They will, but if people aren't going to give him their wages, I think they'll find a way to stay, won't they? That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
With Harry Suter, it's not affecting his ability to get into these national teams. So you never know. Like, you know, that's like having your cake and eat it, really. Although if it was me, I wouldn't want to waste my career playing in League One, you know, unless you're a diehard Leicester fan, really.
Well, there's the first ban of the evening. Some fucking idiot spamming Hamza Chowdhury.
I just want Hunter to go so he stop having the people spamming. He's terrible.
Yeah. I got to say, he's one of those that when he's just lining up, it just sums up what's wrong with the club. Like goes, oh, I want to stay here, but we don't want you to stay. Have you not got that, you thick idiot, over the last like 4 or 5 years? People don't like you.
It's like, what gives it away, mate? Oh, to be fair, if it's a Qatari ownership, Hamza won't be here, will he? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I can only.
Why?
He doesn't. Oh no, he does. Like, wait, no.
If anything, probably put him in favour. Do you know what I'm
secretly hoping? It's all so like over in the Middle East. It's all so convoluted and all over the place. You don't know who supports who at this point, right?
Yeah. Do we not have any? Are there any mods in the chat? Who's a mod?
Hello.
Yeah, but you're on the stream. I was looking for a mod who.
Fossub's a mod, but he does nothing. Lazy.
Yeah,
prick.
Fossub, mate. Yeah, Fossub, you're a twat.
You're here as well. I've seen you. What are you doing?
Why is Frankie not on mod? Let's make Frankie a moderator. Make sure to ban all the Bangladeshi. not even the spammers, just anyone from Bangladesh. No, I banned him, Fossub, mate. I banned him. Anyway, there you go. You're a mod now, Frankie. Yeah, a couple of funny moments so far. A couple of giving the ball away.
Not for Will.
To be fair, I do see the identity of what he's trying to do, though, Russell Martin. I mean, I think it's pretty unfair to judge anyone in this shambolic situation where you've got a mishmash of all these players. He's had like 2 signings he's been allowed to make, but you can see he knows what he's doing. I do have to say that, like, I'm one of those that he definitely wasn't my pick for manager, but I mean, I don't think you can judge anyone till Christmas because when's he even going to get a team that he can really call his?
Yeah.
Just playing all the prospects and stuff. I mean, hopefully they're good, but I mean, hard to say.
I think a couple of them have really impressed so far. I mean, Riley Carr in pre-season's been really good. Obviously, I mean, Will Alves really isn't a prospect at this point, is he? He's a
he has looked good though, isn't he? There's one of those
amazing
matches where he looked the top draw.
And I think Aluko's been really good. That's not just deep throat blazing. That's just genuinely.
Just quickly on the ownership, right? I've thought about this, and I wonder if it will happen, right? Riyad Mahrez and Kante, when they went to the Middle East, the amount of money that they made, like, is it incredible? Like, I think Kante actually already owns some second division French team or something like that. I don't know how much Leicester will be looking for. I mean, probably a lot is the answer, but I don't know. I wonder if something like that could happen. Maybe they don't really care. Yeah.
I don't think Kante gives a fuck about Leicester, to be honest. Like,
no, but they could see the commercial opportunity, is what I'm saying.
I think Mahrez cares more. I think Mahrez actually cares more about Leicester, which some people might. But he was here for longer, and he does speak about Leicester, sometimes. Whereas Kante, I think, just
has ignored it. It's just a journey on his pit stop on his journey to greatness.
Yeah, it was just a year, wasn't it?
Only 36 games even, but it's got to be crazy because I think he's the only player I can think of really for any team really that I don't think Kante played worse than a 7 out of 10 for Leicester. I had a look at it once, look at the match ratings. Like, even in the games that we lost, you'd like go on Fox's talk and it was like, Kante was absolutely everywhere. Then if you remember, but when he first came in, they actually put him on the wing. Because I think like they knew that he had to play, but didn't know where to play him, and he was still getting quite well on the wing. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think it was at Bournemouth. Was it the Bournemouth game, his debut,
Yeah.
when he played out on the left? And then, I think Vardy scored a pen. I'm pretty sure in that game.
Yeah, because obviously we started with Gökhan Inler that year. That was the funny thing. He was supposed to be the Cambiasso replacement. And in the end, I don't know how many games he even played in there in the end. Hardly any.
Not many.
Yeah.
Here's a chance for Cadiz. Hamza cuts it out. It's so sad to see Hamza Chowdhury still playing for Leicester. It really is depressing. Darren Moxley set sign for Man City. Just seen on X. Yes, yeah.
Really? How much?
He is really young, isn't he? Isn't he
like 15, 16,
I think he will be a tribunal one. I think.
Yeah.
I actually don't think it will be a tribunal. I think that Leicester will say, "Look, pay us this," and they'll do it because we've got a good relationship with them both, haven't we? So,
fucking Man City under 21 feeder club these days.
It's Enzo, mate. Enzo, innit? Enzo just keeps
he's
for more.
He is helping us out. I think it's so sad though. Like basically all of our flair players have gone now, you know, and
Riley Carr's pretty good as a flair player.
Until fucking next year when he goes.
Let's see. I can't really judge it based on now, but I mean, I don't know. I just think like, you know, people were saying how like Fatau was a good deal, and I suppose for a League One player it is, but when you see like the sort of money that West Ham are getting some of their players, I think is another massive fumble from the club. And
see, this is I agree with you, Neil, on this, because if you remember back to when we were relegated under Rodgers, and we got 30 million for Barnes and 40 million for Maddison.
Yeah,
I know a lot of us were like, yeah, that's good money considering we're in the Championship. But then you do see Somerville 65 million, and you see what was it? How much did Fernandes go for?
100 million. No, it was 99 million by all accounts.
Euros is that not though? I think it's a lot. Well, let's check that. But it's a lot of money. I mean, look, to be fair, Locks, the thing is you've got to take into account inflation. But that's actually, but that's my.
Years.
Well, no, but that's actually my point as to why I don't think the Fatau deal is that good.
85.
Yesterday, Middlesbrough bought Will Lancashire from Tottenham for I think it's something like 10 or 14 million plus another 6, a 20 million combined deal. So that just shows you that essentially, you know, we've sold Fatau, but if we do get promoted to the Championship next year, like here's the thing, now even that division's getting more competitive and we've not got the parachute payments. So it's going to become harder and harder to compete with teams that are going to be able to spend these sort of sums. So, you know, and last year, like we probably should have sold Fatau last year, but then it was like, okay, we're not going to sell him because he's going to be pivotal to getting us up. But then we couldn't have any money spent on transfer fees. So it didn't make any sense. You'd actually have been better off as, you know, cash in while he's at the top of his value and use that to invest in the team. And again, with the lack of communication, no money paid for transfers last year. And what about this year? I mean, that's why the news of the Financial Times came as no surprise whatsoever. I don't know about you guys, but I was like, again, we've gone down to League One and we've made only 3 transfer signings. It's like when Birmingham went down, they spunked 15 million on Jay Stansfield right away. I think even Luton last year made quite a few signings. So that shows you how messed up it is. And that's my point about also the young ones. That is, I think that's so bad that the academy is just being used now to just kind of keep the club afloat. Terrible.
Yeah. No, I hear. Yeah. Oh. Sorry.
Get him! Get him, Ryan! Get him!
Ryan. Oh, is one gone? Is one being blocked?
Another one's gone.
There we go. Bye, Bangladesh. We're not racist. We just don't like you.
I'll bail out Locks here. Believe it or not, my dad is half Bangladeshi, so.
Yeah, he's gone. Fuck that.
Locks, I'm getting another complaint, aren't I, you fuck?
No, all you need to say is state on record you love people from Bangladesh. That's what you need to say.
I love Anil and his dad.
Yeah. Free signings. We'll get next to nothing from Trout. Yeah. Let's see. Our academy is being picked. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Louis Page is staying this summer. So let's see what type of season he has. Oh,
that is awful. Martin Ball.
I mean, you're gonna have to get used to it. You know that we're gonna concede a few clangers like that this year.
That was pretty good from Hamza there, to be fair, to
Get the flags in the chat for Hamza.
Is this Chaplin here on the ball?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, though, you're right, Steve, because the two best chances for Cadiz this game have come from our mistakes. That is the issue of trying to play this style.
And that's
Harry
going to
Stupid.
happen, isn't it? We're going to have that much of the ball in games. And it was the same under Renzo, right? The number of times that we just, turned over the ball.
That's Russell Martin signing, though, is it not? Alex McCarthy in goal.
Yeah, which I just don't understand, really. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It is sometimes easy, right, for us to say it is because he was at Southampton. But it might just be Leicester City going, well, Begovic isn't signing. We need a like-for-like third-choice goalkeeper. Experience, let's bring him in. So I don't know. Badialuka's done really well there, and then he's won the foul. Great stuff. Badi! Page is okay. I mean, the players that are yet to sign scholarship oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, there's not. Yeah, who else is there? I mean, you've got trying to think of the guy's name. Hugo Delisle, right? That's another one.
Yeah.
Is he the one who comes from quite a wealthy family that they've been talking about a lot in the academy? Who is that? Kate was telling us.
From his name, it sounds like it.
Yeah, I think it is him. Yeah, I think it is with the Hugo as well. I mean, it's not. Let's be honest. This they normally call your kid that unless you're probably minted.
I think isn't. I'm just looking here. Yeah, there is there's a Delisle family.
That's it. Yeah, that's okay.
It's an ancient English family deeply rooted in Leicestershire for over 350 years, best known for their historical estates like Garendon Park and Greystew Manor near Loughborough. Yeah, maybe he's a part of it.
He could be part of the consortium that buys the club. I'm not even making it up because wasn't there a rumor? I think you told me about this, Locks, that there was some local consortium that had.
That's what Ric Flair said. Yeah,
yeah. Well, there's clearly some, smoke with that. Well, fire with the smoke from that. So I think there could be something like that. I mean, like I say, that would be my preferred. Someone bring back the Walkers logo. That's what I'm saying. Or it's probably Lays these days, isn't it? But I think it's good to have that.
Still Walkers, yeah. In the UK, that's naughty. That from the fucking little ratty little Spanish fucking fullback striker.
I don't get doing that in a friendly as well. It's crazy. Like, what's the point? Friendly should just really be for fitness, right? And
he's
probably trying to get into the first team, I suppose.
It's like with Monga, he'd already agreed to a contract with us, and pretty much the next day after his contract. Yeah, exactly. Property investment firm want to stay well clear. Would asset strippers, says Mon as a god. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? It was a property investment firm, the local one. I think there were talk of it being either Gelson's or David Wilson, those companies. Why the fuck is Hamza Chowdhury still Leicester? I keep saying it, but it's just.
Do you know what I would predict? Because I hate to say this, but I think if you were actually looking to buy Leicester and you weren't a fan, what your aim would probably be to buy it with the intention of selling it on again within like 3 to 5 years and trying to get them to the Premier League or as close to the Premier League for as efficiently as possible. And that is a bit worrying because I think I suppose it wasn't too bad with Milan Mandaric because clearly that's what he saw that as well. He saw a distressed asset and he was like, oh, this club is blatantly worth X and I can buy it for cheap. And if I can just turn things around a little bit, I'll be able to make bucks for it. And I mean, that worked out for all parties in the end, but every time that goes right, it definitely goes wrong a lot as well.
I did a poll on X about kind of whether people would be happy with Leicester being bought by Middle Eastern owners, and 85% of people have said yes. But yeah, I mean, I think
the thing Steve said about the whole sports washing thing is totally right though, because 100%, it's like look at America these days. America literally went into Venezuela, kidnapped their fucking president, and arrested him, right, and have started the war completely illegally against Iran. It's like every single country's got skeletons in their closets, but some of them are just, you could argue that they're worse even than the Saudis, to be honest.
Well, I think this is
live in their world essentially, so you can't do anything about it. Yeah.
I think this is what a lot of people said. They were like, so you had 3 World Cups in Russia, America, and Saudi Qatar.
Let's not forget as well that they've they circumnavigated the next World Cup by having it in Morocco as well as Europe to then go back to the Middle East as well. So that is also on top of that.
That's why they've pushed it to 64 teams as well. It's so obvious because it means that no one country can really have a 64 team World Cup. So I'm going to have to share it, guys. And oh, wow, I guess I can just throw it in, you know.
Sorry,
that said, I've got to say, I wanted to hate on this World Cup. It was a lot better than I thought it would be. But I'd probably give it 7 out of...
than Qatar.
Well, I mean, that wasn't very difficult, was it? But like, what's been your favourite World Cup to watch so far, Lox? Of the ones that you've seen?
I don't know, you know. I think in terms of matches and watching the best players in the world, I think this year was probably the best one in recent years.
Even with that final, I'm talking the whole package, though. I mean, that's fair enough. But I mean,
I don't know. There were some really, really, really top matches, and
I mean, it's best. That was 6-4 third place game. Jesus Christ, that was.
But you had like Bellingham, Bellingham, Messi, and Mbappe. I mean, you know, they were absolutely incredible.
Yeah, they all turned up.
And you know, the best final was obviously France Argentina 4 years ago.
But you're right, that was a terrible World Cup, but it just happened to have an absolutely insane final. And even that final, you could argue, was a bit crap for about 70 minutes until it gave us the most thrilling comeback of all time.
But I'd say my favorite World Cup is probably I don't know. It's too hard, man. I would say between this year, 2010 and
2010 with the Vuvuzelas, really?
I loved that one. Yeah, I loved
really.
That. You know,
I think that's
goal.
The worst.
You know that opening goal, fucking
Yeah. Steve, what about you? Go on,
Brazil. No, between this year and Brazil for me. This year.
Yeah, I would go Brazil personally, but you could say the Brazil one. There weren't too many shocks, though. You did obviously have the 7-1, but. You did that. I mean, obviously as well. You don't support England. I mean, me neither, really, to be honest with you, Lox. But that was a shock, right? Seeing them getting absolutely Roy Hodgson's OAP team getting destroyed. What about you, Steve? What was your favorite World Cup?
Wow. So for me, it's the Middle Eastern one, 2006. You know, not Middle Eastern, it's Japan and Korea. That's 2002.
The 6 was Germany, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2002.
That was a good
mainly
one.
Because it was that. For me, it's obviously the nostalgia of seeing Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, you know, all these incredible players for Brazil.
But that was an amazing team, though. To be fair, I mean, that's another question about it. I mean, look at you. I mean, you could say that Spain team that won 3 major tournaments in a row was arguably a better team, but I mean, they just didn't have the sort of pizzazz or the flair of that Brazilian team, which was something special. Like, you know, people when you had like Roberto Carlos crossing it to Cafu, fullback to fullback, you know, in the World Cup, that was well ahead of its time, and you know, they were a joy to watch. You got to say.
Yeah, and then you've obviously got the France side with Henry and Zidane. You've got the German side with all of their, you know, incredible players as well. The England side, which, okay, we didn't get where we wanted to be, being knocked out by Brazil, because Seaman got lobbed, but.
Overall, what about that Welsh team with Aaron Ramsey and Andy King that Lox loves?
Yeah, I mean,
semi-finalists in the Euro.
One of my favorite things. Yeah, I loved that Euro 16. I mean, I always think that
was a good tournament. To be fair, I mean,
it was
obviously
it
had the England shock, but you could argue sometimes that having a good shock is. And do you know what was good about that shock? Because say in this World Cup, the biggest shock was probably Paraguay beating Germany, but that was a lame shock because you just had one team just camping and playing for penalties. Like that game, you know, Iceland actually won the game, didn't they?
Yeah,
in regular time. Actually, I suppose you could say Norway beating Brazil was a shock. That was and you know, that was a proper shock. You know, that's like actually getting beaten by the underdog. You know,
and was it Brazil World Cup where Germany slaps Brazil like
in their own backyard to slap them 7-1. I don't know about you, but that's one of those games that I can remember vividly where I was and what was happening. Because actually, at the time, one of my friends was German. He doesn't even really like football that much, and I just look at him going, "What is wrong with your nation? Why are you so militant against Brazil? You've already won the game. Why are you humiliating them?" And in the second half, they clearly did back off. I think there was even I swear there was like a moment in the game where someone was kind of through on, but they even dragged the ball back to sort of like not go for goal. And then Brazil scored, and we're like, oh, fuck it, let's get the 7th. And
I will say my favourite World Cup memory, though, is obviously after COVID, 2022, Colombia, England, where we beat them on penalties. For me, that moment, being surrounded by everybody at the pub after we've all been let out, and fantastic. Honestly, it was incredible. Locks, what you out there, Locks? What's wrong with your face? Well, Wales not
that was
there
the wrong. That was 2018, wasn't it?
Was it 2018?
Colombia, yeah.
Did we beat somebody in 2022? It was 2018. No, I'll tell you why.
I do remember that because I was in a pub in Loughborough and it was chaos. But
yeah. You're right. The reason I say so that I've mixed my memories because it was a week after my divorce got finalised that we beat Colombia, so that's why I was celebrating. So.
2 reasons.
My favorite World Cup memory. I love the James Rodriguez goal for Colombia.
Oh, that was that was like jump out of your seat stuff, isn't it? What about that? Do you remember that Van Persie header? I think that might have been 2010 actually. That was another one we were watching it with our mates, and we just everyone like 6 of us. No, we were neutral.
That was 2014, right?
2014, but
but
that was just one of those goals. Yeah. Well, you go. That shows you why that tournament was a very good one. But I mean, I love it when you see like a sick goal like that scored. It just,
I'm not gonna lie though. I've been, clinically depressed this week because Messi didn't win the World Cup. My favorite World Cup memory probably of all time is Messi. It is genuinely. It is my like. Yeah, I just.
Do you know though? Why are you kind of depressed? Because I had actually argued, Locks, that final, if anything, as crazy as it sounds, cemented his legacy even more because it just shows you that Argentina done nothing, and he basically dragged that team to the final, right? And if you look at that, I would say the rest of the team didn't give him anything. The one time they gave him something, he took out Mikel Merino's face and he played that nice pass in which they actually got their one scoring opportunity for. I think the rest of the team let him down, and it kind of shows you there because, do you know, the thing is, maybe you'd have said you're happy, but if they'd have won that World Cup final, that would have been the most. I'd actually have lost faith in football if they'd have won.
I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about this, right? Because I know, look, they get obviously a lot of stick and fair, right? Argentina, they're dirty bastards, but I don't mind it because for me, it shows that
Martin Ball just there. Yeah,
I just love to see that side of the game is still there. Like, you've got
but you can do that side of the ball and still make chances. They didn't even make chances. Like,
I know that, but I'm talking about the thuggery. Like they were they are thugs. But I love to see that still in the game. Like you've got this side who aren't as good, but are fucking dirty bastards, old school.
But Locks, for me, that's not actually. I don't really have that much of a problem with that either. But I'll give you like a comparison. So when Mourinho's Inter Milan team won the treble, they played Barcelona and they beat them over 2 legs, and they also were a bit thuggery and played a kind of like more containing game. But the difference is they weren't complete pussios. They actually made chances and they generated things. They weren't just there to just sort of essentially, in my opinion, try and cheat their way to a victory kind of thing. That for me is the difference. Like, being strong and being physical and stuff like that, or even using the dark arts. I mean, purists don't love to see it, but you are right. I don't think it's, actually, I don't know if you've seen him. There's a guy called Tim Vickery who has like the Brilliant Brazilian shirt name podcast. And he was talking about how, for example, say Paraguay, they lost to France, but they considered it they were proud of their performance. And they think that the way that Sweden got destroyed by France was pathetic. Like in their culture, that would be, if they went out and played like that and got completely bitch slapped, that would actually be there'd be no pride in that. There's more pride for them in trying to break up the game and foul and whatever and cheat your way sort of thing to victory than the other way. So I do get that. But what I'm saying is that I think when you're just making no attempt to, like I say, you just said it there. They had the greatest player of all time who had scored 8 goals in this competition, was having arguably, if they'd have won the final, would have been player of the tournament. And yet the way that they played, they didn't give him a single sniff of goal. For me, that's wrong. Like, you don't deserve to win anything if you play that way.
Oh, no. Like, I don't think they deserve to win. I think Spain deserve to win. But And I mean, I'm seeing Azza in the comment. No, who was it? Somebody else said in the comments. I don't get that. Do you get the hate about this one, Steve? I don't get it. Here.
Oh.
About trying to get Cucurella
Nah.
is one of the biggest fucking arseholes in football. All he ever does is tries to get people sent off. And the way I look at it is it was football IQ. Messi knew instantly, yeah, Enzo's off here. Let's try and level the fucking playing field. And he tried to get him sent off. I mean, I know it was for like a fraction of a second, but he covered his mouth, technically, right? In the rules.
I could have burped, I covered my mouth when I burped, just,
Or
but
he could have called him an argy cunt. You just don't know, right?
he could have done, yeah, for sure. Look, you are right. It's a case of trying to level the playing field entirely. So trying to get a defender sent off when you've lost your midfielder makes sense. But look, I just think the final itself was one of the worst I've ever seen. The fact that it took them until the 112th minutes to score, to have a shot anywhere near the goal just shows how anti-football it is. But it almost worked. If they'd gotten to penalties, I think they would have won the game.
Yeah.
And if you're down to 10 men, then clearly
referee was poor, Dave. A better ref would have.
poor.
That unfortunately, a lot of people say this, and it's true that throughout the tournament, the way that they officiated.
That's great.
Oh, great challenge by FaZe, but okay, luckily this team is actually maybe they are League One standard for these. But yeah, the way that they refereed the whole tournament, I think allowed teams to do that. Like I think same with Paraguay and stuff like that. Like because they were trying to let the game go, in general that could work, but they were too lenient on it, and they were letting too many teams have like overly physical challenges and not punishing them, and then they just keep leaning into that more and more. But
yeah, it's no, I hear what everyone's saying, but yeah, I just think yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I just obviously would have preferred Messi, but I didn't really care that deeply, to be honest. But yeah, he got his one. I mean, if he hadn't have won in 2022 and he lost that final last week, then I would have been properly depressed. But yeah,
I made 3 World Cup finals. I mean, that's impressive. And I still think in Messi's generation that not one of those Argentina teams was actually squad-wise as good as previous ones. Like 2002, they had Veron, Batistuta, Crespo.
Yeah.
I don't know if Cambiasso was playing. Who is Ayala? Was it? They had I think even Bielsa was the manager. Like they had a disgusting team. They were the favourites for that one, and he couldn't even get out of the group. So kicking off for a bit of Argentina tactics here. From
my! Get in there, Connor Chaplin. Get in there, Connor.
That is actually quite good to see. I like that. He's a short guy, but he's willing to front up and defend the young. That's actually really good to see. He's just joined the club, and he's seen that they tried to pick on.
Well, I think it was Jake Evans.
Yeah,
I think Jake Evans put in a bit of a poor challenge there. They've started, and Chapman's thrown himself right in there to defend his teammate.
He's right about this. It is showing more passion. Like we didn't see any of that last year. It just like pussios the whole
Let's
thing.
see the
right?
challenge. Yeah, it's quite bad.
Oh, he should be. To be fair, to be fair. Match, yeah, you're off. Like, to be honest, the ref here should tell him that you got to substitute that player. They probably won't have VAR or anything like that.
I already pressed the like button, guys.
Good man.
Be more like SSV. Hit the like button.
So just quickly, you were talking about Cucurella though. He was amazing in this tournament. Every time I saw him play for Spain, he was elite. It's unreal.
Look at Bade! Look at him go, Bade Aluko. What a baller! He's unbelievable.
Oh, sake.
He's unbelievable. Did you not just see what he did? Oh my!
He's been good in all the matches pretty much so far, hasn't he? He's got moments.
Yeah. It was incredible.
Yeah. Oh, look at that ball by Hansa. Get the flags in the chat, guys. Come on, get. I love my Bangladeshi daddy. But I've got to be careful. I might get another complaint against me. I'll be quiet. I do love gingers. I'll explain later on, Anil.
I don't know, maybe someone's got to. I mean, they're entitled to have a life as well, surely. So
Suta. The 3 B's, big baller, but no, it's big bad baddie. Come on, get with it. It's big bad baddie, not big baller baddie. Although big baller baddie works as well. Wout Faze, still in a Leicester shirt in fucking 2026. Look at him pulling his shirt. What a fucking retard.
But the thing is, Suter and Watfast, look, this is clearly just an opportunity to get minutes in the leg because they won't be here come the end of the transfer window. But imagine
you could argue why though. Why give them those minutes though? That I find that a bit mysterious.
I guess it's the case of like it's if you're not playing them, is there going to be a side that's a bit like, well, I give you money, but they're not fit, are
Match
they?
fit,
So so maybe this helps them a little bit more.
I'll be honest. I've got to say I'm pretty worried though because the lack of transfer activity is very worrying. Like because we're a team that needs it. Like. We still haven't signed a striker. Connor Chaplin's not playing a striker. As you mentioned, the centre backs.
Yeah.
All the positions. Who's going to be playing on the wings now? I suppose Mavididi will play, but I don't expect he'll be here come the end of the window. Who's going to be on the other side? I mean,
Riley Carmi.
Maybe, but I'm a bit worried because like these youngsters, like I don't think I've ever seen like League One.
Look at him go.
He has been our best player.
Look
100%.
at him go. Look at him.
I think he's the next £25 million player from Leicester.
He's just unbelievable, man.
Because he was linked to Man U, wasn't he, in the summer? So it makes sense. He's got the physicality that you need from a left back, as well as the pace as well. Or right back. Sorry, right back.
I think he's got a lot of Jed Spence about him in the fact that like that fast recovery speed is brilliant in the modern game, right? Because you can play the high line, but he also can skip past a player or two and make something happen. So you can get the rest of his game going on, you know.
But don't worry, guys, because we played a crocked right back last year for all of it instead of Aluko. So, you know, makes sense.
Yeah, I was Marty Sifuende he's got.
And Gary Rowett, blood on their hands.
Yeah, blood on their hands, exactly. But
they fit quite well with Qatari owners, though, right? Allegedly.
Indeed. Sifuente's gone to MLS now. How did he pull that one off?
Also, they've done, like, as Frankie said in the chat, the fact he was from an open trial at 16. You find Riley Carr at Hereford, sniffing around. That's great to see as well. So it's good that the club do. Oh no, that high line
again.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
another great save. But
again,
we've been defensively. We probably should be 3-0 down. Although Riley Carr probably should have scored earlier on in the game as well.
Pete Selby, just seen a couple of chaps with briefcases full of money at Leicester Forestry Services asking where the King Power is. Yeah. Were they wearing...
Was it rubbed him with a towel on his head?
Another complaint. Did they have one of these with them, Pete? Let me know. Hopefully. Vamos España, Cadiz. Oh. Hello, all the way from Spain, David. No,
I'm that motherfucker right now.
He's okay. He's
too late. Frankie got there first.
Did he actually ban him?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was gonna bring up the photo, Steve.
Oh, and again, another mistake with the high line. Surely will we pay this time? Yeah, he's been pretty poor in doing that. Normally, it was good at that under him. So,
what are you laughing at, Steve?
Frankie saying my hammer knows no bounds.
I was gonna bring up the meme. Have you the meme of the Family Guy thing? No, the border crossing.
Oh yeah,
the different shades of brown. Yeah.
I was just going to show that when it came to the Spanish guy. Being in League One this season, I guess it's going to be difficult to find a stream. Fox's Hub. If you get Fox's Hub, you can watch it every week.
Or a dodgy stick, you'll be fine.
Stick on a VPN, you'll be all right.
I did get my hands on the League One trophy earlier, though.
Was that the Islamic Jihad flag behind you? What are you talking about, Michael? No, it was Saudi Arabia.
What was the trophy like, Steve? Impressive? Not that impressive?
Yeah, it's quite nice, to be fair. Like, also nice. Because my wife works for Co-op, and they gave some fans the opportunity to come and take a picture with the trophy. And I thought, wow.
Oh, is it the Co-op League One? Is that the official name for it?
No, because they sponsor
Sky
Lincoln
Bet.
City. So Lincoln City.
Okay,
won the
I
trophy.
won it, so they had it. No, I'm
Yeah,
just curious because you used to have that. Barclays Premier League
Yeah.
it was, wasn't it? Now it's just the Premier League. I don't know.
So I was like, I'm going to turn up wearing my Leicester shirt and see if they'll let me take a photo with it. And they're like, yeah, we don't care. So yeah,
See, you're needed at a club, Steve. There you go. If you don't gamble, you don't. If you don't have a pub.
I am annoyed though that I didn't do the usual trophy on the head picture. That I should have done that. There'll be a few more pictures out, but it's nice to get your hands on a trophy. And I just say to the lady who was looking after it, keep it warm because it'll be coming back to us in the summer. So, looking forward to it. I got somebody who was like, is that AI? I was like, no, it's not AI. It's the proper trophy. Thank you very much.
Yeah. BTG should buy rights to stream Leicester for one now. Right. What was I going to check?
Well, if the Saudis give you the money for it, then you'll be all over it, right?
Yeah. Carling Premiership. That was in the early days, was it not? When it was called that. It's funny though because after I was really really young at the time, but I remember when they first announced they were going to change it to the Premier League, and at the time people were really pissed off of it because you used to be able to watch like division top level games on a Sunday. You had Saint and Greavesy and stuff like that, and now obviously you can't do that. But look at how much money, and it turned the English Premier League, which English Division 1 after the hooliganism was like in shit tier, right? Probably wasn't even the 4th best division in Europe. Now it's comfortably the best. So it's kind of I wouldn't have thought that would be the case, but it worked big time.
Briefcase Men said they were going to buy the club, but to finish their popcorn chicken first. Also wanted John Rudkin out. Was the chicken halal or was it non-halal? Was it?
And was Steffi Mavadini there by any chance with the popcorn?
Yeah. I said that yesterday, didn't I? Get the popcorn ready. We're going to win. Please describe the scoreline. It's right on the bottom of your screen.
It's 0-0.
A nil. They brought back Carlin Black Label. They did. I had one actually on Sunday night during the final. It was horrific. Absolutely. But
What was it called?
Carlin Black Label.
You can't call it that, Lox. That's disgusting.
Carlin. I won't go with where I was going.
I know what you were about to say.
It was a season ticket holder down Filbert Street. Got a VPN. Being Sports might start showing. I doubt.
Just get a dodgy stick, guys. It's easier. I mean, don't get a dodgy stick.
How much? I think I don't know how much Fox's hub is. I think it's like 25, 30 quid a month or something.
Yes, it's super expensive for League One. I mean, crazy.
Yeah. Although there's probably like 5 or 6 games, right? So
that is maybe the argument, but it's the quality, isn't it? And like again, and even now because it's like look at what West Ham are doing right in the Championship. I've got a feeling they're gonna break the points record because they've kept Bowen. They've got all this money coming in. They're probably just gonna have a dream team. Whereas us, it's all like because if I had to sum up this performance right now. It basically is just like a team of misfits that have been almost like it feels like they only met each other 5 minutes before the game started and they've been asked to play together. And I'm not even blaming the manager necessarily of anything like that because that's essentially where we are right now. And they sort of have got a clue of what they're doing, but you can just tell like the passing and stuff like that. It's going to take a while for you to get familiarity and if you don't have your players or your squad, you don't know who's going to be that squad. I mean, I think it's going to be a rough couple of months to start the season based on what I'm seeing here, I've got to say.
Really? I think we're going to smash it from fucking minute 1, mate. We're going unbeaten.
Unbeaten. We're going to see one goal all season, right? And that's going to be a Wout Faes goal before he leaves. That's it.
We are going to we're going to be the first team to ever go invincible in League One, and we're going to get a golden trophy at the end of it. Why is your stream 10 seconds behind? It's YouTube. We're live, but YouTube, there's a delay, right? It's like, just, don't know how to word it. Otherwise, there's just a delay. Callum says, by the way, I've had to delete my Banana account because I lost the passwords. Oh, that's a shame. Banana, I do remember the Banana username. We are half time, by the way, 0-0. We should, look, once we get some changes and we get the big man Kirsten a cherry up top, we'll win this game easily. He'll score a goal. He's our new bagsman, mate. Give him the number.
How old is he?
19.
Okay. He might well. I've seen Nathan Apoku playing quite a lot in pre-season as well, which surprised
I
me.
don't think he's there today, is he? He might have a knock. I don't think he's
No,
on the
really.
bench. Well, I'll bring it back up and I'll say, is he there? I can't actually read that because it's so zoomed out. Down the bottom. Is he there? Can you guys see on the screen? Is he there?
Who?
No, he's not there. He's not there.
No, he's not. No.
Cherry is, as you said, but not. To be fair, though, you look at that bench. We are not got. We didn't have Alves that half, and Hamza. They're trying to make him into like a version of Ndidi for League One, but I'm just not buying it. I just don't think his technical ability is non-existent.
Do you know what the worst bit about Burton Albion is that they inverted Luke Thomas, and I don't think I ever want to see that in my life. It was awful.
Yeah,
I mean, Cifuentes tried that. He had Luke Thomas playing as an attacking midfielder, though, didn't he? And that works about as well as you can predict. So
it was well funny on Portland Timbers announcing Marta Cifuentes. A part of his accolades, they said went on a 10-game unbeaten run with Leicester City.
No way.
We won like 2 of them, 10. The rest were draw. I think it was 8 actually, but yeah, we only won a couple. People think it's either because he'll be sold or because he's injured. Who are you talking about? Not sure who you're talking about. Most of the viewers are watching your stream from Bangladesh. Yeah.
Well, son of a bitch, Cal, that's my dick.
The cat just got you.
With a claw.
Oh, that's good.
Son of a bitch.
Hamza can't pass a ball forward yet. Neil, unfortunately, has had a poor half. Yeah, he has. Surprised at that take a nil. It's been a positive preseason so far.
I'm just talking about this game, what I've seen so far. So maybe you're right. And look, I will say this, and that's a totally fair comment, by the way, is that like I can't really judge the level of League One, right? I have no idea really about the division at all. The Championship, even the first time we went down, you had an idea of how good the teams would be. So it might just be that for us, even with just a bunch of youth prospects and journeymen, that you can still walk the league. I don't know, but I'm a bit skeptical based on like the bit of research I did do as to what the top teams were playing last year. I think game is evolving in all divisions of England, and I just think you need familiarity. That's all I'm saying. That I'm not actually. I can see something. I can still see a system and what we're trying to do with the manager here. But what I'm saying is that no matter who you are, you need to have your team. And then when you've got your team, you need a couple of months with that team. And then they'll start doing what you've asked them to do. And I think Russell Martin, even though he's not my preferred choice, I think he is more than good enough to be able to do that. Yeah. But he's missing his team. He doesn't have a team right now. And worse than that, he's not even missing a team, but you're playing people with uncertain futures. And so that's going to affect the mental state. And this reminds me of last season. The same thing happened last season, so that's why I'm worrying so far. If we'd already by now had like the 3 or 4 key signings that are going to be in the team every week, I suppose you can say Connor Chapman's going to be one of them. But we need who's the striker, who's the centre back, who's the key man in midfield to make it all happen. Don't know who these guys are yet.
There you go, Steve. So you've been told, mate. You've been told. You've been told off by Callum. Watch the language.
Who said that?
Callum.
Oh no. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, what did I say?
You said, "Ow, you bit my that was my dick," or something like that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry if dick offends you. Look, as a bisexual man, dick's okay for me, but it's up to you.
That's not what we needed on the stream. Sorry,
I'm not bisexual. Do not take my head off.
Please still invest. We will sacrifice Steve for you, Saudis. Tony says we ain't signing anyone under this ownership, and we'll see.
No, they'll get free. They'll get frees and loans, as you say. But I think we'll
sign a mil here or there. I think we might see that. But
do you really think that? Because that's the big thing, Lock. So far, I don't think. When's the last time we paid any money for any player? I can't remember.
18 months ago.
There you go. How much was that?
I know you'll say they lie. Your response is, and it will probably be they lie, but there is no way Russell Martin would have come. I'm telling you.
No, I agree.
There's no way he would have come.
And look, Locks might figure he's been right a couple of times. Locks might think I'm talking bollocks, but we have apparently inquired about Jaden Ware at Exeter today as well. So He wouldn't be a lot of money. He'd be less than £1 million for sure.
Yeah, maybe we've got to sell a few more players before we can do that, though. That's my.
You'd imagine.
Yeah.
Well, let's wait and see over the next couple of days. But you'd think if we are going to spend now that Abdul's gone for 20 mil, you'd
think that now there's a kitty to buy a few players. But like I said, it does scare me that right now, because I think last week
it's
they were
PTSD. No, that's what.
It's last year. Yeah.
Now that we're not going to spend any money, right?
Well, you can't get away with it. I mean, last year we were kidding ourselves saying, well, maybe we could do it because we still had basically the bulk of the team that we went down with, right? And it was a bit of a bloated squad, but we literally don't have a squad right now. I've said it right now, and we can't play this bunch going into the start of the season. You literally need to have a few players in there. You need to, I say minimum, you need to loan a striker from, one of the divisions above to come in, even if they're not going to be the main person. Well, I'll be honest with you, Lyndon Dykes right now walks into the team, which is sad but true,
Oof.
Yeah.
Scary thought. Get Chowdhury gone, please. Yeah. Out of youth, only Aluko, Braybrook, Alves, and Page are good enough.
Some of those are pretty good, though. I mean, we might be taking a piss out of Locks, but Aluko was really good in this half.
Aluko is just amazing.
Alves the attacking threat you need. I mean, you can start building a team around some players. You just need a few more players to, I guess, cement it up. But
yeah. Carr can't beat a man, says Will. Is that the impression you've had, Steve? That Riley Carr can't beat a man?
No, not at all. I think
he's talking about.
Yeah, well, you're talking out your ass, you Aussie man. He was great on Saturday against Burton Albion. Look,
he beat a man.
That pitch.
He got an assist by beating a man.
Yeah, it's awful. You can't play football on that pitch anyway. So, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's pre-season. It's about getting minutes in your legs. It's fine.
And no one thinks Riley Carr's going to start for it. That's not the plan. But I think Riley Carr could have that role that that Casey had 3 years ago under Enzo, right? Where he kind of came onto the scene. Well, not out of nowhere because we knew who he was, but you know what I mean, right? He started a couple of games. He was a bench player. Fatawu obviously kept him behind him, but yeah, I think he could have a similar role to that. I mean, he's 19, Riley Carr, so I'd say he's even. I'd say you could even. He's at that. He's not too young to loan out either. Is my point, right? You could loan him out to a League Two side maybe, and get him a load of minutes.
If you're doing that, it's already over. They can't make it in a League One.
I don't know though. That's unfair, don't you think? Because he's 19.
That means. Yeah, but that to me means that their championship is their maximum potential. Look, I think I'm not going to judge the player. I can't say anything about him right now, but I would imagine that even after a month or 2 months this season, you will already find one or two players that surprise him. Oh wow, that player is a lot better than I thought he was. And equally, there'll probably be a few players this player is not going to happen. And look, that happens all the time, right? We've had many exciting youngsters that come through or. Hit the heights of not. I was just thinking about this the other day. What the hell has happened to Ben Chilwell? Ben Chilwell at one point won the Champions League, was England's first choice left back, and what is he now? Just nowhere, playing in France or something. It's crazy how it can happen. But at least he did get to that level. But some of the other youngsters we've had have just never done anything, have they?
No.
All clubs are like that, though. We're not the only ones that have that issue. It's just because you're good technically, that's only, half the battle, isn't it? It's the mentals. Like Football Manager, you got to look at that determination stat and the other mentals.
Yeah, I was just checking. Is this guy who keeps saying he's Stevie's brother, is he really Stevie's brother? He keeps saying, my bro, Stevie. Where's he gone? Where's that comment gone? Can you see it? Has it been deleted? The fuck? Where's that comment? There we go. Greg Borsa. What about my bro Stevie Borsa? I need your thoughts. He said it a few times. Is he actually?
Is he on the bench today?
Is Stevie on the bench? Again, you're gonna have to read it for me. I'm just gonna show it here.
Logs can't see.
No, Stalacek and Beatriz on the bench.
Yeah. I think he goes on loan, doesn't he? I mean, look, it's almost like we know somebody that can ask the question.
Well, I've asked him if it's his brother. I'm fact checking if it's his brother. I've asked him, so I'll see if he replies while we're live. But yeah, So Greg, if you're lying, then I'll know. But your thoughts on Stevie? Our thoughts on Stevie? Yeah, I think a loan's needed. Yeah, probably at this point. Nice one. Well, if you are his brother, Greg, Sam, mate. Well,
fortunate that you called
nice.
Greg. You know, it's fine.
He was on the channel a couple months ago.
That's probably why he's not even on the bench today. He's been banned for talking.
Yeah, Warren Locks, look at you ruining people's careers.
Yeah.
Drinking your Carling Black.
I don't drink Carling Black. I tried one.
Do you drink Guinness?
No, I hate it.
No, it's horrible, isn't it?
Oh no, Carling Black isn't actually black, by the way. It's just a black label. It's literally black label.
Racist.
Yes. Who is better, Messi? Well, I mean, we don't need to have this debate now, but obviously it's Messi. Great. I can watch Marty when Portland play Toronto FC. Have fun with that. What?
Just why would you want to watch Marty play for?
I imagine he's in America, right?
Oh yeah, no, I gathered that. Thanks.
Ben Chilwell probably messaging OnlyFans girls right now. His career has gone that bad. Quite hard when you've got Ali next to you, who's wank. I saw the team pick on Insta, and it genuinely pissed me off seeing Fast little smirk in this kit after everything he's done. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a problem, to be honest. According to me, Hamza is great.
Oh,
well, according to everybody within LE postcode, he is fucking dog shit.
And Ellen, don't forget Ellen as well.
Ellen and Anil S something. No, what's the first letter of your postcode, Anil?
N.
Oh, and the N postcodes as well. They hate him as well. They hate Hamza as well.
Oh, not the N postcodes. You can't say that anymore.
According to me, he's shite. Yeah, exactly, Callum. Omar, we're talking about Hamza. Neil can't receive the ball and distribute it well enough for our levels. Yeah. Did I see where's Mukasa these days? After me and Will used to like talking about Divine Mukasa. Is he just that Man City? Is he going out on loan? Anyone know?
Well, that is interesting to see what happens to him. I'm guessing that Enzo is going to take a look at all the players and then decide what's going to happen. But I'm guessing he'll just get loaned back to the Championship again.
It looks like we've got a new 11 for the second half. So I am going to, or maybe not a new 11, but subs at least. I'm just going to bring it up now. It doesn't say there, but Ryan's posted it. Stolarczyk, Joseph, Okoli, Nelson, Thomas, Skip, Braybrook, Page, Alves, Mavididi, Ochiri.
I mean, that's the first team, is it not? Pretty much. Or maybe you'd put a Luco in there instead of Joseph. That's way stronger, if you ask me.
Yeah, although I will say that I think I think Russell Martin does like Jaden Joseph as well. I think he's been really good in pre-season so far. But I would agree. I mean, I think if you put Badia Luco, and I think if you put a Luco and Chaplin into this team, I think that's the starting.
Because this version's actually got a midfield, whereas the previous one was just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah,
you needed you got an actual sort of play. Well, maybe Skip and Braybrook. You got some playmakers there. Page, of course. Looking forward to seeing him play this season.
He's dog shit. Sorry, Neil, but Omar, why do we hate him? Because he's dog shit. He's genuine dog shit. He's stealing a living as a footballer. That's why. Sorry, I mean, he's really good. I've got to be balanced and equals. He's really good as a footballer, and I think he's one of the best midfielders in this league.
What did Thingy say? Never mind, I'll ask in the chat. I get the whole Aluko thing at left back, but I just put him in his, let him, it's meant to be his breakthrough season. Just play him in his
position. Give him his best position. Exactly.
Yeah. There we go. Right. I don't know if that is actually genuinely the 11 that we're getting or not. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know if they're doing a full rotation at half time. When was the last time Hamza had a good game?
Sheffield United for them. Oh no, he was so dog shit for us. It was basically like he was playing for
when
them.
we went up under Enzo against West Brom, I remember he made 2 incredible like goal-saving clearances. That's the last time I can genuinely remember thinking, okay, if it wasn't for Hamza, we were screwed in this game. So that's how long ago it was for me. Maybe there's another more recent time, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I'd say when we played Sheffield United at home on Boxing Day, no, New Year's Day, sorry, he was so dog shit. It was like he was playing for them anyway. So, that's the best performance I've ever seen. What a loser. He's a really good guy. I really like Hamza Chowdhury. He's never done anything wrong in his life. Can't drive, though.
No, he can't these days. He can't these days. You're right. There we go. Although he did send a video message to BTG, which he obviously ultimately got told off for, but yeah.
Just quickly, does anyone know how many players have Sheffield Wednesday signed so far?
4?
Quite a few.
Yeah,
they needed to, didn't they? They didn't have a very big squad, so it makes sense.
Was it West Brom when he did the perfect hat trick of goal line clearances? Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like we're getting this new 11. And Kirsten Ocheri is wearing the number 49, so he's not number 9, which he was photographed, obviously, wearing the number 9. Yeah. Hamza is woeful, will probably be the highest paid centre mid in League One this season, so that's good. I think that'll probably be skipped, to be fair. He's worse at driving than he is at playing football, but it's close. There we go. I think it's 9. Not Wanyama Salah's on trial at Sheffield Wednesday, apparently. 9 signings Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, right. We are underway, second half. So let's get the clock up and running.
I'm probably butchering how you say it, but Maswanise did really well in the SPL last year, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
146 guidance. 146 guidance injuries. Tally still perform above the decision. So I have no idea what I'm reading. It's actually I'm having a stroke just reading that comment. To be honest. But yeah, I'm sure it made sense. I just don't understand. Right, let's have a look on Leicester's Twitter now and see what's on there. Here we go. I'll bring the new lineup up. I don't think there's any subs though now. Any subs left?
No, I think you can if there's an injury, you can bring
rolling.
On some, yeah, you can bring on. Do you remember that game we played against Leuven last year where we had to let one of our players play for them? Oh,
Logan Briggs. Yeah, that's it. Logan Briggs. Obviously, for the last 2 summers, he's played against us in a preseason friendly because obviously he's at Northampton on loan. Here is the lineup for those that missed it. Stolarczyk, Jaden Joseph, Ben Nelson, Caleb Okoli, Luke Thomas, Will Alves and Mavadidi, I think, providing the width. Braybrook, Skip and Page in midfield and Ocheri up top. So there you go.
When we scored that, Ocheri got in there. That was probably the best chance we've had since start of the game.
Bagsman.
Yeah, it could be.
Sometimes these strikers just come out of the woodwork and score goals and that's it. They stay the place. It's not quite as depressing, but just like Hamza in the first half, it is very sad seeing Stolarczyk again. I tried to forget about him over the summer, but here he is.
Has Doug decided to fuck off and not watch today?
Yeah, he's too busy. He's probably got some fingers and some pies, isn't he? Knowing him at the minute.
It's a weird nickname for his missus, but fair enough.
There's another complaint.
It's a very common Danish name, that Steve. In
pies.
Yeah,
that's the name. Yeah, Will Alves on the right hand side. Yeah, I think he did that in the first half, didn't he? The other day as well.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Luke,
maybe that's right with this division with Abdul gone. That's the obvious slot for someone to go into. And the way that Russell Martin plays as well, they drift inside quite a bit as well. He always there.
I mean, I think a lot of people have been saying as well, like he's actually got quite a bit of pace, which I've not really noticed before. What's so funny, Steve? What's happened?
And Neil was saying about it's a slot to fall into, and I was like, just thinking of Duck again. That was all.
Oh, have you touched that? Oh, unlucky.
Oh,
Would you like to take Fulham's new winger, Farhan Ali Waheed, PL2 Player of the Month? I'm going to hazard a guess that he's from Bangladesh. Can somebody fact check? Steve, please check. Where is Farhan Ali Waheed from, please?
Louis. Oh, yeah. You should have played that ball earlier.
He's from Bangladesh. He's from Bangladesh.
There we go. What a surprise. Oliver Skip. Go on, have a shot, son. Will Alves.
Lewis Page there. He played a good pass, but he should have played it like first time. It would have been in
We
there.
just already look so much better, right? Like,
yeah, it's the midfield. We've got control of the game here. This is, so compared to that first half, this one looks way better. This one would probably cost, I think.
Ben Nelson.
Smart. Do you know the thing is, though, Locks, I'll say is that, like, I'm guessing that in League One, the amount of times that we get punished for losing the ball on a halfway line won't be anywhere near as much as it was last year. Like, do you remember even in the Enzo season, we got away with it a lot because at that time there weren't really many fast wingers in the league. I get a feeling that there'll be quite a few suicidal back passes, but we just get away with it.
I've just let me message it to you guys in the private chat.
Oh, timer? You want to restart the timer for the
wait, what?
For the half, because we still got
what minute are we on?
49.50 coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it will be interesting to see what happens because obviously, wait, request failed. That's why it's not working. What's going on here? The tech is failing me.
Happens sometimes, yeah.
It's the Qataris.
They've hacked me. Second half. Yeah, it'd be interesting, obviously, if Jaden... I mean, I haven't seen too much of Jaden Joseph, but I'm seeing a lot of people say he's been really good. So it will be interesting to see what happens between him and Bade Luco. I imagine that Bade Luco, 100% is starting this season at right back. Yeah. Rightly so. Perfect opportunity to bring him through and stake his place there with Ricardo leaving. Who's this on the left? Mavididi, wasn't it? Good tackle. The timer should be sorted. I'm just messaging you guys now in private chat.
Oh.
Myself.
He's not wrong.
Right. Braybrook. Will Alves.
Done well, did Bade.
We want to see a goal. See how high Jaden Joseph's playing. Nice, Sammy. Nice.
Yeah, start Russell Martin Way.
I think he'll be a step above this year as well. Sammy
I think those two, Will Alves and Braybrook. It's hard to not see them starting. Do you know what I mean? With what we've seen so far.
Well, what we've got.
Well, that's true.
No, Alves for sure. But it's funny because even in pre-season, you see him and you're like, why was he not playing for Cardiff last year? Like, he looks really good. Like, one of the best players on the pitch for sure. So that's the only thing that worries me a bit. Like, what was that? But maybe it's just because it took him all of last year to really get back into the flow. Like, obviously, he still had injuries in the stop-start career. Oh, we scored! And it's your man again.
Hang on,
Bagsman, baby. What did that say?
Will needs to be banned. Will needs to be banned. He spoiled it by putting my goat. No spoilers, but my goat. Ban him. Ban that motherfucker right now.
He's the goat.
I'm taking away from the goal, but ban Will.
Do you know what?
Ban him.
To be fair to him, he's got that actual League One striker about him where he doesn't really particularly look good, but he does bag, like, in a good way.
He's in the right place at the right time, isn't he?
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, if you look at that there, I just thought he's got no chance of scoring it there. But he gets his head to the ball and really good head, really good positioning and stuff like that. And for a young man, pretty strong there. Like, you normally get buffeted about.
Mate, he's a bagsman, mate. He's just...
Yeah, exactly. Because I would say the XG of that goal would not be very high. It didn't look like when it went to him, you would not back the striker to score there, and he has. It's pretty good.
Thanks, Ryan.
Have you
Appreciate you,
seen
mate.
that? Look at that from Frankie. My house.
He's got what, 3 or 4 goals already this pre-season.
Yeah, we're winning the
He's
league,
got-
lads.
I think he's got 4 goals and 2 assists.
That's impressive.
Isn't it
Harry
nice to have a
Kane.
striker that's actually sticking into the penalty area and is making those runs that you'd expect?
That's what I mean.
I just hope we can all pronounce his name properly.
Uh-huh.
Well, do you want me to tell you? Because I did fact check, didn't I?
You did, yeah. Who did you fact check off?
Stevie. I asked Stevie.
Yeah.
It's Kirsten Ochery. Because I said, is it Ochery or is it Ocher? Because Doc kept calling him Ocher, but that's just Doc being a fucking spastic. And
What's new? What's new?
and it's you can't say. I feel like the retard word is better to say these days than the S
Yeah,
word.
maybe.
I lose track, man. Like the fucking society, man. It is for every fucking year. There's a word that's banned and brought back. One of the two, anyway. Stevie Borster has confirmed it is Ochery. So there he goes.
That's a sort of chance you're gonna get a lot of in League One. That's a very
Yep.
encouraging sign to see that. Because that's the thing. That some of our other strikers, even in the past, they wouldn't necessarily do that. Well, you need someone who can be a physical presence there and still cause problems, and he's done that. And that's not the first time he's done that, even in this game. It was pretty...
Yeah, and at the age of 19, you'd expect him to be stepping up now, wouldn't you? You know, it's at that level where you can imagine he'll start playing more games for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like in this division, you don't really need, I don't think, like a highly technical front man. You just need someone who can, as you can say, a bagsman that can mix it.
Apparently, Owen has been calling him Och I on commentary.
Yeah, he chat shit.
Can we just talk about how nice that kit is? It is a banger of a kit. I know you don't like the kit. You hate.
No,
you hate it.
No,
he
but
likes the kit. He just doesn't want to give the club money.
that's exactly it. I gotta say that I'm not really a fan of the crimson color. I'm sorry. It's all right, but
Maroon.
Yeah, but when we've won the League One and the Virtue Trophy, and we're doing a bus parade, you'll be wearing that shirt. You'll be buying it from DH Gate. We all know it, and no, it's fine.
Home shirt.
Do you prefer the home shirt to the away shirt?
Oh, fuck, that's
Yes.
a good point, actually. I was going to wear the kit for this stream, so let me go and get it.
Although I will say, Steve, that the white kit that we wore in our Champions League campaign, I love that one.
That was quite nice with the blue little pinstripes on it.
Yeah, and the way they did the lettering on the back as well was really, really nice. I don't know, just something about that spoke to me. But and I think the white one we had even in the title winning season, or it might have been the year after, was also really good. It surprised me, but yeah.
I think Lox is about to change his shirt. He's for some reason
He's going to put the maroon one on stream.
He's got the home shirt. Hang on.
Are we going to have live footage of 2 20 and 30 something men getting changed? We are.
King Power FC, that's what that is.
I mean, to be fair, actually, I can see your point. It is actually quite a nice kit. But you've done a smart thing. You haven't got the sponsor on it. The sponsor absolutely ruins the kit. Looking like that.
The home shirt, mainly because look, I agree that I don't like the sponsorship. I think it's ridiculous to have a sort of shady betting sponsor on the shirt itself. But there are certain shirts that I think look better with a sponsor on. So it's a weird sort of middle. Whereas this one, I think it looks way better without the sponsor, mainly because of the pattern.
Yeah, even take out the fact that it's a dodgy sponsor. I think it's just because that sponsor's logo is particularly crap.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some kits just have it just looks better with the logo is actually quite cool looking on it, but
which is as I know we're not fans of the ownership in regards to King Power themselves, but I actually think King Power as a logo isn't that bad, mainly in the sense of it's quite sort of big on the shirt, but it reminds me of winning things rather than being god awful like we had with FBS and BT Games. So
I think
Yeah.
even with them, they've had good and bad ones though. Like I think the current iteration is a bit like just very bland corporate font. I think when we first had them, it looked a bit nicer in my opinion. But yeah, I kind of agree with what you're saying.
I mean, my favorite shirt is the black one with gold little pinstripes on it. That's my favorite shirt. It's too dark. I don't mind top tiles, to be fair, but that's because it was a 2-year shirt for that one. That's why I quite like that shirt, because it happened for a couple of. But I've got the home and away shirt there as an XL, and they look massive on me now. It's disgusting.
I reckon Lux has gone to the club shop. He's been gone long and come back with another kit just to spite me. But, take that, Neil. Got another one.
He was telling us a story that he was looking for a black shirt to play football in, and he couldn't find it. And his missus ended up finding it, and he put it down like the side of the washing basket next to the radiator, and it stunk. Maybe he's just looking for his home shirt that stinks behind the radiator. That wouldn't surprise me with Locks.
Ooh, 2-year Cyclone shirts. If you ask me, like that's long overdue. Like I forget Leicester for a second. I think it's such a dodgy model. Like I don't know if I should do this rant now or not, but it's like football's moved so far away from sort of what it was and like the working class game, and now it's like how much is how much was that shirt? If you don't mind me asking, Steve, is it £60?
Oh no, you're gonna hate me.
Is it more than that?
It was 70, I think it was, or 75. I think it was 70.
Is yours made of like the exact same material as the match day one, or is no? That's what I mean. So so take the club out of it, because they're not the only club that does it. I bet they're the only club in League One that does it, of course. But I'm just saying that is absolutely outrageous, and like that's another. Like I say, forget the fact my hatred of King Power. That's my hatred of like modern football, in my opinion. That is absolutely scandalous. Like back in the day, what you would do is like, when it was the Leicester Foss, is you would just turn up wearing a blue shirt or whatever you had to represent. They didn't even have club kits. That was the idea, to show your support for your team just by doing it. And now too much of it is made on like, have you seen the new third kit? And oh man,
well, did you see the propaganda video yesterday on X with the fire brigade sort of setting fire to knockoff shirts and the normal home shirt? Like it was a Man U shirt. I think they set fire to both of them, and they're like, well, the knockoff shirts, they go up a lot quicker than the home shirts. I mean, yeah, but they both still went up. Like if you're in a fire, I'm not going to be like, shit, my knockoff shirt is going to burn me. I'm going to die anyway.
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's like the same.
£70. You think maybe it should be like make you like Human Torch or something, and you stay.
Well, I didn't realize that buying this shirt would make me flame retardant, but it is what it is. So now going into work
makes it retarded. I'd agree.
Well, maybe, but I'm going to make sure that I buy several shirts to wear them as like under protection, just in case I get set on fire at any point.
Well, anyway, that's good to make it a 2-year model, but I mean, clubs are not going to do that because it's free. Yeah, we knew it. He's just got down. He just went down the club shop to buy that. How much did that set you back, Locks?
70 Great British pounds.
Yeah, nice one. Who was it at the counter today when you bought that?
You will not believe this. It was John Rodkin. He was there.
Giving a special thank you, yeah.
And he was wearing like some fucking headscarf.
You like new look, John? He goes, yeah, I'm a big fan of this look.
He had sandals on.
Do you know what? If we did get bought by Middle East Consortium, I bet Rudkin would stay. He comes across to me as like a proper lick ass, and he would,
I think they'd be like, he has to stay for the process of
continuity.
Yeah.
Continuity.
No, that's McCarran's job, eh? That's McCarran's job. He can stay.
I wonder what he thinks, because he's only. Oh, here we are. It was a great pass by Skip. Oh, you know what? Was that Page? You should have. No, who's this? Number 46. Should have done better there.
46 is.
Was that Jaden
Joseph?
Yeah. Man, he looks different to when it was last year. I'm not surprised. Everyone aged up quite quickly, in terms of physical maturity.
Look at the BTG group chat.
Yeah, baby. I will say, like, I'm going to post it in the BT group chat as well. If you've got bad eyesight, good luck trying to work out who's playing in this team. Look at how bad that is.
Yeah, I know.
Like, who's in goal? You can't tell. God.
Well, I mean, a lot of these players are strangers to us as well. I mean, hopefully they become heroes for us this year, but
Yeah.
much better this half, although I don't know if this is the opposition, how many changes they made, and is this their secondary team or their first team? But there's some nice patterns of play, I would say. I mean, that is good to see from a new manager that he's already got that. But I'll still say to this day that definitely under Cooper, maybe even to an extent, Cifuentes, there wasn't really too much to get excited about seeing the style of play.
The pitch is so bad because it's in Spain, and they have too much sun, so it's too dry.
Well, when's the last time it rained even in this country? I mean, you just see all the fields outside, they're all yellow.
God, it's been horrible to run in, that's for sure.
Oh, I bet, yeah. Have you done any more long distance ones, have you, Steve?
Yeah, I did a half marathon on Saturday.
How was it?
Hour 56, so quite happy with that.
Not bad.
Yeah, I went for a 5K yesterday, and I started off at a 3:38 pace. I did a mile and I was like, this isn't worth it. I'm going to slow down. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it.
Did you see recently in athletics, the world record for a mile was broken? Some guy ran the mile in 3 minutes 36.
What's funny about that is he was talking to Kirsty Hodgkinson, I think, the lady who's really good at athletics on the women's side. And he was saying that somebody told him the day before that he was too old to try. And he went, I'm fucking doing it. So that's why
that was the motivation he needed. Love it. Just to put that in context, though, if you ever run on a running machine, that is the equivalent of 26 kilometers an hour for 3 minutes 36 seconds. I don't think I could even get to 26. I think I'd fall off the machine. That's absolutely insane.
Chance there.
Oh no, good. No, maybe not. No, in the end. No,
have Leicester ever been relegated from League One? No.
Our worst ever finish was first in League One. So as Locke's quick to point out, if we finish lower than first this season, that is officially our worst ever finish.
I think am I right in saying that we've actually never, I don't think we've spent like a single game week below first, or I can't remember the.
Really? Did it just batter teams straight from the off?
I might be wrong on that, but I might be wrong. But or like 5, I can't remember exactly. Maybe we've not spent like more than one game week like below fifth, or something like that.
Yeah.
I do find it funny though that certain people, when we were talking at the weekend about if we don't get promoted because of a dodgy penalty in the playoff final, would that be acceptable? And people were changing the goalposts, Mr. Brock. If we don't get out of this league this year, then we are screwed 100%.
Oh, nice play again. Oh, we're knocking on the door for goal number 2 here. Oh, but now the transition's on. It's 3 against 1. But Cody does all right. Deals with the danger.
We can show the.
Ben Nelson's the captain, by the way. He's wearing the armband right now.
Okay. We can share the goal because it's been posted on Twitter. So I can just share a Cherry's goal for those of you that want to see it. Can you see this?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, of course it takes me to the fucking Foxes Hub. Here you go.
Ball goes out to Mavididi. First time cross. And look at that. He's in the middle of a Cadiz sandwich. But Kirsten Otchery.
Yeah, Owen called him Otchery. That's good, close enough, I think. That's close enough.
Look at this. Skip on the run.
What's going on
here?
He
slows down. He's going to pass it backwards, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Skip and passing it backwards. Oh, makes sense.
Oh, you can see it's ingrained in him now. I feel bad. Someone like that, I think against this opposition and in pre-season, just drive. Have a shot on goal, maybe.
Oh,
look at that. Look at that. You just let them. So, what's that?
Anil feels sorry for the retard. Skip.
Nah.
Imagine 3 relegations in a row. Yeah, it won't happen. Don't know what you're worried about. We're being put out by a Middle Eastern quadrillionaire who is going to spend 150 million in League One before Pitt. No, unfortunately not. Leicester love breaking records, good and bad. That is true.
Leicester are estimated to be worth between 410 and 530 million pounds. No, we're not. No.
Yeah, I reckon that's about 3 years out of date, 4 years out of date.
Yeah.
Must be. I think 150 max at this rate with where we are.
No one will pay that though. Like if you were looking to buy, you'd like really strong arm them. Because do you know what I think is quite telling as well is that for them to put that announcement out, I mean, they must be getting fairly desperate, I would have thought.
Is Jordan Ayew still with you?
No. Because they must be thinking as well that like, because normally you want to cash in on your asset while it's worth its most, right? Now they've already missed the window for that. But if they're doing it now, this is another reason why I'm fearful, because that implies they're like, shit, we better sell it now, because if we don't get out of League One this season and no parachute payments, then the amount that we can sell the club for is going to halve again. So we should look to get the things. And that implies, like I say, with not much investment being put in, that, yeah, see. But as you guys have been saying, actually now looking at this half, some of the players that have been out there, and, you know, to be fair, it's been the youngsters. Like, Mavididi got the assist, but he hasn't really done too much. It's actually the midfielders. We say Braybrook, Page, Ochery, great goal. Alves, looking quite decent.
Leicester are 3-1 to win League One. They're good odds.
Are we favourites?
Yeah, they're good odds.
I remember we were favourites to get into the playoffs last year, if you remember, with the bookies. And that aged like milk. So
to watch live, you have to get on the Foxes Hub and pay for the subscription. That's the only way.
Yeah, this is a good comment from Mattia here. I mean, you know, wonder if they're selling the club like they sell players, dramatically overvalue, never receive an offer anywhere near, and eventually sell for less than what the first offer was made. I mean,
probably.
Yeah, because the thing is that, do you know, it's like one of those things of everyone, though, isn't it? Is that like, you know, you always think it's worth more. It's a bit, I guess, like selling a house or whatever. You see that a lot, that people, they want a certain amount of money for it. And you just got to realize that, yeah, to you, it means a lot. But to the guy who's buying it, it's only worth how much they're willing to pay. So, you know, you have to suck it down sometimes. Depends how much the rest of their business is. Because the thing is as well, though, with King Power is that, you know, basically post-COVID, it's never really rebounded, has it? Like now the Chinese tourism industry doesn't really need to go abroad to get duty-free. So their entire business model basically, I wouldn't say evaporated, but probably they're less than half of what it was. So, well,
it's 60% less than what it was 2 years ago. That's for sure. And you're right. Yeah, if the Chinese tourists aren't going there, they're not going to make the money, and that's their, you know, bread and butter, isn't it? Really, that's how they make the money. So,
well, that's how I think they did the super growth, because basically, I don't really think it's a fact that they were, you know, business geniuses. I think it's just a case of being right place, right time. So what happened is you had Chinese middle class all of a sudden became a thing, right? That was what powered the world. And they all wanted to go on holiday and buy duty free, and they were right place, right time, right? They're in a location that those guys could afford to go to. They were offering a product that they wanted. Tons of money gets poured in, but now that they realize that they can do other things with it. Have you ever, it's a bit random, have you ever been to Bicester Village near Oxford in the UK?
Have, yes.
Yeah, so Bicester Village is like a shopping outlet, and I think they also kind of do like duty free or cheap on the fashion accessories. Anyway, it's like the only train station landline, I think, in the UK that when it stops at that station, it does the announcement also in Chinese. Because they have so many Chinese visitors there every single day looking to buy these luxury goods.
Yeah, it's weird because we went there last year, and they were walking around with massive suitcases, just putting things in them, and you're like, bloody hell.
Nice move here from Leicester, back to front. Remember, Didi checks back, cross in.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, some of these patterns of play are quite good. This I can see this is the good side of Martin Ball. The first half was all like losing the ball on a halfway line through terrible defending, but here it's quite front-footed. We look quite threatening. As you say, I think you add to this lineup Connor Chaplin, Badialuko. I think you've got quite a good team here. And the thing that, here we go, wins back by Mavididi, but touch of a donkey. But
something's never changed.
But yeah, I mean, no, the fact that Ochery is scoring is really quite promising, because that is, you know, don't know about you guys, but if I'd say what is the glaring weakness in the squad right now, there's no number 9, right? So,
yep.
Oh, go on, Lewis. Almost.
John Stones was the only reason why England. Yeah. Wait, no.
Nah, I
wait.
think it's mate. It's the. I think it's
This
the
guy's
manager.
waffling in the chat. He just said, "I love the blue." I was like, Leicester blue. I love the blue on the kit. Matty Fry era, yeah, they were the days. Matty Fry, I used to love Matty Fry, didn't we all?
Yeah, he gave us a lot to cheer for after some terrible times. Great player. Cadiz on the attack here, but closed down quite well there by Jaden Joseph.
Number 9 and the centre backs aren't good enough. What? Okay. Whatever.
Well, that'll be an interesting one because do we need a distributor in this league? We'll have to see. I mean, you probably still think so. The way to play Martin Ball, you do still need some players that can help you play throughout the pressure.
Louis Page is a Rolls Royce, and he motors up and down so effortlessly.
He does, but you know, one frustrating thing in this game, and I hope this changes when we get into the league proper, is that quite a few times we've won the ball back and we go charging forward so that the players turn back and pass it back. Whereas I feel they should just drive forwards. And there you go, no defense.
Offside.
Ooh.
Offside.
Ooh, I like the little ball rolling across the screen now. Is that a new animation?
It's been there a while. I think it's offside though, no? Yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah, offside.
I wasn't paying
Offside.
attention.
1-0 still. We're still unbeaten. Have we conceded a goal yet?
Oh
yes. Yeah, we conceded against Bristol Rovers.
Did we?
We did. Wait, no, did we?
Tell you what, Luke Thomas looking doggo
Yeah,
as usual in this game, I can say.
You were there, Steve. So
I'll be honest, it was so warm and we were just there. Me and Eli were just chanting final whistle, what a wanker for most of the game. So, you know.
Eli the Ginge.
Eli the Ginge. And, yeah, but he's great. I like Eli.
Yeah, Eli's sound. Although I do enjoy watching him just like trying to beef 12-year-olds on TikTok.
Conceded at Rovers.
Yes. So we've only conceded 1 so far in pre-season under Russell. And we've won every game now.
Yes, we have won every game, yeah. Yeah, I know it was 2-1.
Who was that?
It was a long time ago.
I mean, so far, I'd say this pre-season has been better than the last 2. And I know you can say you don't have to bring much into it, but I think the last 2 you kind of a bit fearful. I know last year actually we didn't think it was that bad because we had that game against Fiorentina. We just didn't realize how bad they were.
Mm.
Do you think Will Alves as well? Like he does look more
muscular to me.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm saying a lot of these players, you almost can't recognize them because in your head, I'm thinking of them being like these dweeby little kids, and now they're like actually proper. You know, like they've been to the gym sort of thing. It makes a huge difference.
He came back early from pre-season from his holiday to get in the gym. Like if I read that somewhere that he was in the gym most of the summer or after the season anyway. So.
Lewis Page looks taller than what he did. Unsurprisingly, he looks more developed. It should make a big difference.
Been on the Manjaro, Frankie. Yeah,
he's been on the roids. No, he's not. He's looking good. Yeah, I saw somebody say earlier that they've already seen more patterns of play in pre-season than they did under Marty.
Yeah, no, big time. You can see it. I mean, no, I can say you can definitely see like what Russell Martin's trying to do here. Like I say as well, I think I mentioned the turning back, but hopefully he can coach that out of him. I don't think he wants him to do that. I think that's been indicative of Leicester over the last few years. They play a bit too safe. Like the idea is when you win the ball back quickly is to actually make a chance as fast as possible, right? Before the team gets an opportunity to set.
This pattern of play, right? Okay, Skip is shit still, but the pattern of play there where the winger came inside rather than staying on the wing, that's something we hadn't seen for a year or so. I think the biggest thing is obviously when we start the season, if we win the first 3 or 4 games, the confidence in this squad is going to be they won't care. They'll just bulldoze teams because they just have the confidence.
See, that's where I can see us pissing the league. That's how it will happen. It'll be if we get off to a good start. Oh, what a cutback! What Was that Page again? Why did he stop? Oh, we definitely are pressing harder and quicker. I would still say it still feels a little bit.
Look at that! Look at that! That track back there by Will Alves was that Will Alves?
That's Thomas.
Thomas was fun. Oh God! I take it back.
I would say with our pressing, it is faster and quicker, but it's still lacking quite a lot of cohesion. I think that's actually the story of the World Cup as well. You saw a lot of teams trying to press, but they pressed badly. Yeah. But that will get better with time. That's why Spain looked so good, because every time they did the press, it was so fucking good. They just won that's how no one really got chances against them, because like they just, the way they worked together, you could tell that the entire sort of back six and even beyond that had played together for a long time. Was Alves, yeah. But yeah, compared to what we've seen in previous years, I mean, it just looks like the team is like way more on it. Which
and like look there. I mean, if you could have paused it perfectly, look at Alves and Mavididi. They are so far on the byline, pushing ahead of the striker. Yeah. It's another option. I think we struggled with last year is that our wingers kept sort of dropping too far deep, and then you can't get out.
And Neil Bromley are going to get battered by us. Rest in peace.
Let's hope so.
Rest in peace, Bromley.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting when you do the tactical analysis here, Anil, to see what's changed compared to last year.
It's going to be fucking disgusting trying to fucking Anil. Yeah, it's going to be.
You say that, but I mean, he gets
from a Leicester perspective, it'll be it'll be all right, won't it? Because it's kind of like you'll see more of it, won't you? We'll have more of the ball, so you'll kind of see more of the tactical side of the game from a Leicester point of view, whereas last year it was kind of just, all right, going over which team's going to fucking turn us over this week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the pressing. I mean, I think in retrospect, what was like a big turning point last year in a bad way is that we played against Ipswich, and against Ipswich was like the first time we beat them, but we played like a much sort of like more mid or deep block and trying to play like more of a pragmatic game, and it worked. But I think the sad thing is then that became our style of play, and that's when we started dropping off like the pressing and all of this, and then in the end it turned out that we couldn't play that style either. I think it only worked in that game because Ipswich weren't expecting us to play that way, and then after we did it 2 or 3 games in a row, people were like, oh well, if they're going to just play this way, then they're even worse than they were before. So
yeah, because the next 2 games it was Stoke City away where we conceded in the last minute to draw the game, Middlesbrough away where we conceded in the last minute to draw the game as well.
I think the next one was QPR, wasn't it? I think after Abdul hit that 70-yard goal against Ipswich and we thought the season was saved, I swear we got absolutely tonked by QPR. Yeah. Was it 5-0 or something ridiculous like that, or 4-1 was it? What fell apart, which was crazy, because I honestly thought that game was a turning point for us, because we thought they were still going to win the league at that point. Ipswich, have to see.
We all just dog shit.
Yeah,
but I mean, again, it was the perfect storm because we had so many players that didn't give a shit that were out of contract. Like the first time we went down from the Premier League, they just didn't care. And they're like, well, we're not going to be here, so what's the point in us even trying?
How can a club make that mistake twice? To be fair, so far with what we're seeing, we're not seeing it on the pitch. But I got to say, Steve, that is my real worry for this season. It's just going to happen third time. Like one of 2 things happens. Either we have the bunch of mercenaries that don't give a shit, or we have players that just still are blatantly not good enough because they've been plucked from youth football rather than, because League One is a robust league, right? You've got pros, seasoned pros. I think the average age of teams in the league is older than it would be in some of the other divisions. So, it's you might have talent, but
the only positive about like the players out of contract, I mean, Wout Fass, I don't think he'll be here come the end of the season anyway. I think Solaric will probably leave at the end of this transfer window. Ben Nelson will be gone. Bobby, I'm not sure about. I think but he seems like a decent professional. So if he doesn't leave, he'll be fine. And then it's Hamza and Vietes. Well, Vietes, he could be the second or third choice goalkeeper, or even the first choice. We don't know. That's fine. And then it's Hamza. And I don't think Hamza, especially in this league, I don't think he's somebody that's going to down tools necessarily. He's shit. Don't get me wrong. He's a terrible player, but I've never seen him not at least run around a little bit and try. So out of those players, I don't think the majority of them will be here. Oh.
I just thought it would be quite interesting to give some context. Last season in
Go on. Messi.
Unlucky.
Page of the Maisie run there. Yeah.
Last season in La Liga 2, Cadiz finished Steve. Cadiz finished out of 22 teams, they finished 18th.
So not the best.
So probably League One level, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's it, right? We're playing teams around our level and we're beating them. You know, Burton, Northampton, Cadiz. We are beating them. That's all that matters.
Well, you know what? In pre-season, I don't think the results ever matter, in my opinion. It's the performance and like seeing is there like a way that we're playing, and both of those are very clear to see. So that's pretty good.
We like lose the majority of our games in the league this season? We won the Premier League anyway in pre-season, so it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's funny if you look at the friendlies that you wouldn't think.
No one could have predicted. Josh reckons we've been battered all game and it's going to be a long season.
Nah.
Don't think so. I think we've been by far the better team this half.
There's
First half, I would agree.
To the retard list.
Why is it the guy, he looks like a Teabag from Prison Break, that guy with the blonde
Yeah,
hair.
he does, doesn't he? It's the eyes, man. They're weird.
Yeah.
Like crack junkie.
Is Locke's now Googling Teabag Prison Break?
No, I know who that is. Gary Neville, innit? Teabag.
Oh, nice spin there. That was good from Mavadidi.
We're getting another 007 from him this season.
Mate, I really hope he goes. Even though he'd plainly be too good for League One, it's just he's another one miserable. To be honest, I think he's one of those players should never have been signed. Just like that attitude. I think I would just steer clear of players like that. Just bring down the whole vibe of not just the team but the fans even. But Abdul might have been a bit much towards the end with his ego getting a bit out of control. But to be fair, at least he was more of that kind of jovial, funny type person, right? Rather than...
You're right there, Josh, mate. So you're a Leicester fan and a Rangers fan, and you want Martin out because of Rangers. Retard alert. Hold on. Oh, we haven't got it. Wait, what? There you go. I'm wondering if there's actually a sound effect I can add to my arsenal.
We can get somebody to record it, like Ryan or just get them saying it.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, it's the thing from South Park, isn't it? You watch South Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the thing from South Park, right?
Yeah.
Let's get it added. Josh, you're watching said live stream. So you're watching 3 people watch a stream. I know who the bigger retard is here.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Uh-oh.
There we go. The game will finish 1-1, says Shadow Ice. Maybe. Who scored? It was Kirsten Ocheri. Just think how bad it must have been last season when you had Steffi and Ayu. Yeah, I did see somebody say that earlier. Somebody said, when's Ayu coming on? The PTSD of that, eh?
Well, Daka's fallen upwards, gone to HSV, which is nice for him.
Well, let's see how he does. Are they in the top league or are they still in Bundesliga too?
They're in the top. They're in the top league.
They got back. Okay. Well, they've been out of it for a long time. That's why I asked. I mean, people forget. I think they've won a European Cup. HSV.
They have.
Yeah, they had Kevin Keegan, RIP.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see the video of? Did you see the video of? What's the guy from Bayern Sports?
Andy Gray.
Did you? No, the other one, his partner, Richard Keys.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see his video about Kevin Keegan? Fucking hell. He did this, like, he was doing a video, like, paying tribute to Kevin Keegan, and halfway through, he just started talking about how Gianni Infantino is a fucking horrible human being, and he's corrupt and all. Like, during his video, it was so weird.
Which is rich coming from Richard Keys, who is
a sellout.
Dickhead. Yeah, he banned me. He blocked me on Twitter because I called him a cunt. So, you know.
Isn't he like, didn't he get off with his daughter's best mate or something?
Yeah.
Like that? Yeah, very strange, isn't it?
Well, I mean, those two were banned from UK coverage, weren't they? They used to be the Sky Sports pairing, but says it all. But yeah, Kevin Keegan, man, what a legend. Obviously, I didn't get to see him much as a player, but as a manager, I mean,
Yeah.
I met him a few years ago, and he was really nice, like genuinely down to earth.
Yeah, everyone says that. Everyone says that. Yeah,
it shows the mark of a man when, like, the majority of fan bases have said how much of a nice guy he was. Even Sunderland fans, which is it's not something you get every week. So, yeah, it's a shame, really.
I saw this. I saw this story in the middle of the week actually saying that when he was in Germany, he had like a Kevin Keegan football school. And he'd set it up in like this mall, and that he just randomly went up to a kid who was walking by and goes, "Hey, come on in." Have you said? Showed him all around the ring. The kid had no idea that it's like a Ballon d'Or winner, and just
2 as well, right? Twice.
Yeah, twice. At that time, he'd only won it once. What a sellout, whatever. But yeah, and then he showed him around, and he was just like really excited to trying to get this kid into football. And you know, afterwards, his dad goes, "Do you know who that was?" He goes, "No." He goes, "That is like one of the." You won't meet a footballer better than that probably in your life in person. That is, you know, Kevin Keegan.
And it turned out that kid was Lionel Messi.
And that's where the legacy goes.
That kid was Patson Daka. I was lucky enough to go to a away game at Man City in the FA Cup that Keegan managed back in 2004. Absolute legend of the game and will be sadly missed. Rest in peace, King Kev. There you go.
Yeah, like his Newcastle team might have choked the league, but they were really good. There's not many teams that have put 5 past Man United at that time, and you know, made them look idiotic. That's real ballers. You know, and he played entertaining football. That's one thing you got to give it to him.
And I would love it. I would love it if we beat them.
There you go. There you go. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I mean, basically, when he went back to Newcastle when they were in the first division at the time. And I think he was still the Ballon d'Or, current winning Ballon d'Or winner. And he went there just because it was his club that he supported and he wanted to get them out. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know, imagine that now. Like, you know, Ousmane Dembele goes back to wherever his first club was, who are down in the second division just to help him out. Never happened.
Like Vardy coming back to League One, right?
Oh, that could happen. I could believe it.
It could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
You know what? If it was new owners, I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the first things they did. They were, how do we get the fans on side right away? Wheel out.
You sack Joe Rudkin and you bring Jamie Vardy back.
That's the director of football.
Couple minutes left of the game. Not much.
It's over.
Full time. Yeah.
That's it. The mighty Cadiz defeated. Another one on the lists.
The mighty Cadiz, 18th place in Segunda 2 or whatever it's fucking called.
Slayed by Russell Martin's Leicester.
Toby side quest. It was Kirsten Ocheri, mate, who scored the goal for Leicester. Although I think a couple of the Leicester players actually call him Specs. That's his nickname. Because he wears glasses. Yeah, he wears glasses. Ocheri does.
Got to say that second half, I think we were pretty good, actually. We should have almost conceded the one on the offside, but I think with more of our players that you expect to be in the first team there, could see some clear patterns of play, some attacking intent. Still obviously needs a lot of work, but wasn't too bad, I would say.
Steve, thoughts, mate, on the game?
Yeah, look, the first half wasn't anything to write home about. I think Anil's right. The second half, there was a lot more patterns of play that made sense. I think he's still not found his starting 11, that's for sure, but that'll come with signings anyway. Overall, yeah, another win in the books and some more game time in the legs, so happy.
Yeah, I think obviously it's pre-season and it doesn't really mean, well, it doesn't mean a single thing, but I think there's enough there to be, to allow yourself to get optimistic about the season ahead, especially considering that, like I think we said at half time, didn't we, or when we first saw the changes, that was near on the 11 that we would expect to see if, let's say, the season started tomorrow. You'd probably throw in Connor Chaplin, you'd probably throw in Bade Aluko as well. But yeah, I'm pleased. I think we thought, didn't we, at first maybe Vitesse would be the number one this season, because obviously I think he started the first game and had a few eyebrows raised, but quite clearly that's not the case. I think Vitesse will continue to just be a nobody in this squad like he was last season, which was, just strange. But, Yeah, I don't really know what else to say other than that. But look at some comments. 4 games unbeaten. Took Rude about 6 months to win that many, says Tony. Luke Makepeace says, so is it HMS Pistol League or is that too soon? Hey, I know Steve is. Steve reckons we're going to go unbeaten.
Winning the whole thing. We'll take the lot.
We've got a chili bet, haven't we, Steve, this season?
Yeah, 100 points.
Remind people.
So if Leicester get over 100 points, Locks is eating a chili. If they don't, I am eating a chili. So that'll be fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah, there you go. AA Gaming, we want highlights. Well, there's only really one highlight, and you can go and watch it on Leicester's own X page. Just go over to Leicester's Twitter page and you'll find it. Would we have drained the swamp like we have if we'd have stayed up? That's a good question, Anel. Do you think we would have drained the swamp if? I mean, yeah, would we? I think we probably would have because I think it was just time.
Contracts are ending, weren't they? Yeah.
Exactly.
I think the club has tried to do the same trick a couple of times, hasn't it? We did that when we first got relegated. Is that they want to just sort of let things naturally take their time and then rebuild from that angle, which is stupid because, you know, I don't know about you. Did you see Villa sold Tielemans for 35 million? It's like, what was Rudkin doing? They did not let him walk off on a free. They sold him and got some money. We didn't. So they've tried to do that and it's backfired both times. So, but they would have.
The question is, would we have shifted the players that we have for the money that we have if James McCarron wasn't here and it was all down to John Rudkin?
No, we would still be having Vestergaard here for the season. We'd still have Harry Winks for sure because he doesn't know how to negotiate. You know, Susan Whelan stepped in for the big ones with Fafana and Harry Maguire. And, you know, I'll get some hate from a certain individual that's on a Sunday morning show, but he's an incompetent director of football and it clearly shows that he doesn't do his job properly.
I think it's more than that, Steve. I think he doesn't even know the people to talk to. That's always been my inkling, is that because he's not experiencing the game, he's trying to learn it. He's probably only got like a limited Rolodex, whereas someone who's been around the game a long time will be like, oh, let me call this agent over here or, you know, use these networks and things like that. Like, you know, we can shift these players. You just got to know who's in the market for getting them. And and then that's when you can find the deals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. No chance. McCarron is a god, says Mattia. Hello, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Victor, mate. Hope you're doing well. Are any strikers on Leicester's radar? I don't know. In the know, Steve might be able to tell us.
Well, we've inquired about Jaden Waring at Exeter, so possibly we might see some movement. He won't cost a lot either. Let's be honest. He's £1 million at most for a guy who's in his last year of his deal at Exeter. Did well last season, scored 19 goals overall. So could be an option at 23. But yeah, other than that, I've not heard anything else.
I mean, I suppose I would ask, is Wareham like that much better than Kirsten Ochuri?
Yeah, but we need depth locks though, don't we? That's the thing.
No, I know, but I think a lot of people are arguing we need a starter. We need number 9, right? Because obviously we've got a chair and we've got a Poku, and so do we need a starter, an out-and-out starter? And I'm not sure that Wareham would be that out-and-out starter ahead of the rest.
Do you need to actually buy one? I mean, I know we made this mistake last year, or do you loan one? Because my sort of fear actually this season is that we do sign players, but then those players are just like, at best they're going to be. I mean, this personally, I'm not a big fan of the Connor Chaplin one. The reason I'm not a fan of it is just because I think he probably boss it in this division, but if you go up to the Championship, it is past it in that division. So you're stuck again with another player on the books. Like, for example, we were linked with like Dom Ballard from Leighton Orient. Now he's a very promising player. I think he could be sort of higher end Championship. Don't know why Locks turned into that. He's been sports watched. This happened.
Yeah, they're hacking me. They're hacking me.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I know, like, I'd want us to, like, so, you know, if we sign someone like Richard Kone, who actually to me looked like a player that could play for like a playoff contending Championship team, then I'm all right with that. My fear is we just buy these sort of like plasters, you know, over a broken wound. We'll have to see.
God knows what Steve just flashed up, and I'm scared to ask.
I don't know what it was, to be honest. I'm doing something different.
Oh. No, don't do that. They're not going to invest. Our right side looks totally sorted with the combinations, both halves. Matthew says Rudkin just talks to the agents he knows who also happen to be closely tied to Southampton. Matthew says we need an experienced starter. Wareham may be young, but he's had a few seasons of senior football and in this league. And Mr. Fox Favourite says loan Haaland for the season. Is that Ranieri behind you? No. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I thought it was Rookie for a second, but it's different.
Oh. Where was the other question as well? Sorry, the other comment. Yeah, Deadwood needs to go regardless. Did Ragsy ever eat the chili? He did. He did eat the chili, although I told him the wrong one. I think I told him a ghost chili pepper, but he was meant to have a Carolina Reaper. So
Got away
So
with
I'll
it.
be getting the ghost chili pepper because that was no stipulation of which one we were going to pick. So I'm
And
getting a normal
yeah.
jalapeno chili.
and I'll be having a bell pepper. So there you go. Filled with mayonnaise and all sorts.
Oh yeah, because you don't like spicy food, do you? You hate spicy food.
I'm getting there. I'm better.
Didn't you get lemon and herb on your Nando's?
Plain.
Plain. This guy gets plain.
Anil gets plain as well. Anil gets plain and he's brown. So what does that say about him? Anyway, right, Mattia. Oh yeah, maybe our new Saudi owners could sort as Ronaldo. Yeah, whatever. That'd be great though. And Tomahawk Kai says looks like Tolai is going to to Bristol. That's already done.
He's
isn't
gone.
it?
Yeah,
he's
done.
fine.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Done deal.
Ballard, I think Leighton Orient wants 6 million, 7 million for him. 6, 7.
Yeah, we're not going to get him. That's the thing though. Look at these fees; they're just going up and up and up.
6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Come on, Anil. 6, 7.
Hey! So yeah. Jesus Christ, this stream is very quickly turning into a Luke After Dark stream. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's end it before we get there. Thank you, Steve. Right. That's gonna be it. Although it's probably a good way to scare away the Bangladesh fans, Steve, by doing that. Actually,
That's true. Well, if I put Pakistan up, they won't like that either, will they? To be fair.
okay, let's move on.
There's political issues between the two countries, aren't there? No, is that right? Or is that India and Pakistan? That might be India and Pakistan.
Well, I know there's always fights in the streets when there's a cricket match on between India and Pakistan. That's for sure. Anyway. Any news on Harry Suter? He just played and
it was dog shit.
He was pretty.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. Yeah.
So yeah, let's see if anyone signs him. Is it West Ham and Sheffield United that are interested? Allegedly, is that right, Steve?
Yeah. Allegedly. And West Ham, West Ham, Sheffield United, and Stoke.
Okay, cool. Right, sound. So there we go. So yeah, as always, if there's any news, if there's anything crazy that happens, we will be live or we'll do a video of some kind. Our next game is Saturday, I want to say, against Malaga. At what time?
Hang on, I shall tell you. It is I think it's 1 o'clock. Might be later than
6
that.
6 p.m. Frankie says
6 p.m. There you go. Not 1 o'clock. 6 p.m.
So yeah, we'll have a watch along 6 p.m. Saturday for that one, and then I think we've got the Genoa. I won't say Genoa name because I keep saying Genoa, and Kate keeps telling me it's not Genoa. It's pronounced
Genoa.
Genoa.
Yeah.
So now I just say Genoa name. But so yeah, we play Genoa next
Genoa
Saturday, right? Next Saturday evening.
It's Saturday the 1st at 6:30.
Yeah, so we'll have some content outside the ground for that one, and yeah, we'll see who we can get hold of to film. Maybe it's gonna be Steve, maybe it's gonna be Jack, maybe it's gonna be Ryan.
It depends, mate, because you keep forgetting about me, so you might just fucking walk off anyway. So don't worry about it.
You're sat near us now, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna look like the little puppy dog in the window, looking at you and Kate, being like,
You're not next to us. I thought you were next to us.
No, because there's only 2 seats available, so I had to buy one that was like 2 rows up and to the left.
You should have bought the second and offered it to Mayan or something. Or Jack, someone.
Sorry, what? You cut out.
You should have just bought.
I can't hear you, mate. I can't. You muted. I think you muted.
Ryan, you could have asked Ryan. Anyway, that's gonna be it for the night. So cheers to those that have joined us for the watch along. Cheers to Anil. Cheers to Steve. Thanks to Doc as well for for letting us watch the game on his Fox's Hub account. And that's pretty much it. Cheers all. We'll see you very soon. All the best. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. It feels like a weekend because we've just done a watch long.
It does,
Feels like a
doesn't it?
weekend. But yeah,
See you,
we'll
lads.
see you soon. Bye bye.